but they played it against all manner of competition. However, this is quite a decent HOTU map, right? That they've played it a chunk lately, beating Gamer Legion and Astralis most recently. Have had some losses. There was a 13-0 to Fnatic
Yes.
in Challenger League. I don't know how that's happened. That's actually kind of crazy. That happened. That was the grand final of it too. Yeah, they got stomped out. They got 3 rounds in the second map. Okay, that feels like some stinkers.
That was KDO on a 0.26 rating. We should probably move away from that. Sorry, KDO. Yeah, it's interesting, actually, yeah, that they've suffered that heavily on it. It's weird how volatile, I think that's probably the best word to describe it, how volatile the form has been for HOTU. We can jump and we can dive straight into Ancient. We can see what this looks like. They start on the CT side. Stake odds for this map favour HOTU heavily as they're the favourites. But it's EAC that have got basically open runway to A.
It's the classic in towards A. Bomb to be planted. Space gathered in Temple. Smoking kit available. And an opening kill offered up just from the spam. Unlucky Amber. Removed immediately. Now Fessort just sits here, crouched behind the box as all 5 players begin to fly around the corner. Norbert hopping around, and instantly everyone is dead, except for Sen. And Sen's making a case for this, but the bomb just gets stuck. You need at least one more player with him to give him a shot into the round. He'll just get run down, takes him for he goes. It's a nice sister round coming in for HOTU.
I like that a lot. You got the jumping bunny hop over to create all the space to take the crosshairs. Then you've got the wraparound coming through from the rest of HOTU, and in the blink of an eye, all the kills come over. Something I didn't expect, and I guess I've not really watched a whole lot of HOTU on LAN. It's more been online. How animated and how hilarious actually Frontails is. Like, he brings a lot of energy to this team. And I can only make out some words that he says, because I'm not fluent. However, the ones he does say, and I recognise, are kind of funny.
What sort of words you hear on Face It?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a force bite in. Yeah, and Nixon will meet the maker. It's Norbert, and his MP9 has been able to scoot over and drop a smoke in the same breath as that. He'll even find Fessel through the smoke. That was the bought AK, just deleted. Davushka then follows through on elbow. I'm already 2 rounds in, and I'm sorry. I know it's not very professional of me, but I am concerned for the nature of this for EAC. Brilliant kills back out of Becca. There's a flank on from Mizu, and he is somewhat ready for it. Okay, hold up. Can he win this 1v5?
He's gotten 3 kills and it's only cost him 20 HP.
He's got the bomb.
Oh, he spotted out one. A little bit of damage done, but now he can just run. He's got smoke. He's got flashes. You can just drop this one. And behind him. Alright, yeah, just block off Donut. On default. KDO starts to step forward and the swing comes out. Oh! That was the chance. It looked like he had the idea. The 1v5 doesn't quite come through, but you really started to believe.
HOTU, no. Don't do this style. Don't start dropping the ball like that. Thankfully, they didn't.
As soon as you start hyping
of course. It's always the way. It is always the way. But they won it, and that's the most important thing. Great round up until that point. To be fair to Becca, really nice attempt. Would have called it a 1v5 even if there was 1 kill back in the middle for HOTU. That would have been a 1v5. Would have given it to you, Becca. But unfortunately, out of luck. I like the fact that they force back in again, though. They know that money is a little bit fragile here for HOTU. It's good decision making. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of EAC.
Does mean if you drop this one, you're very much on the back foot, but Fessel's got crazy space. He's heard Frontail step back.
Norby.
Yeah, catches Norbert completely off guard. Oh, and then Becca steps in.
Oh, dear.
The timing is unbelievable.
What are the comms there for HOTU? Like, those comms are disastrous. That spam looks pretty good. He decides to make it. He waits for the fallback instead. I think you got to save. I think you're done in this round if you're HOTU. That timing is unbelievable. I'm not sure what was comm there for HOTU, but something was to make not only the A player fall back, but also Norbert deep out of main. Davushka, dead and dealt with. Don't really know what that angle is, mate. Professor will punish. And now you've really got to be careful. You can't lose everything.
I think Mizu can maybe prevent that. Oh dear. Okay, I think they'll be fine. Doesn't go any further.
Yeah, let them know, King.
Yeah, see. Yeah, happy with that. I love the setup we've got here, by the way. So, like, you know, obviously they're kind of in the same space, and I'll definitely be able to hear those celebrations. That's crazy. I don't know. Norbert pushed all the way through A main. I don't know why he just ran back.
With his knife out. The call, the only explanation is the call was B, 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 B.
I don't know. Weird. Weird.
KDO? Hello. Oh, that's just a free kill. How about a second? Not quite on the MP9. That nade felt so well placed. The spam not connected onto Nixon. How's the Deagle? Oh, front tails. I guess we'll never know because he decides to pull out his knife instead and tuck in the corner. Missed smoke by EAC over to A, and yet it's pulled two players. Norbert now lies in wait as Beckett and Nixon try to cross.
He's guaranteed one, but that trade comes quickly. Oh no, it's the full HP player going first. So Norbert gets a frag, falls back. Keeps that advantage, and Nixon's still on 20 HP. Fesser's going to try his hand. They're going to re-clear middle. Norbert's timing. Spotted one, and
wow.
Oh, doesn't even need the help. And it's all cleared up. KDO gets that final kill.
I'm so impressed. I know I shouldn't be at this stage because I know how good and reliable of a player Norbert is. But I really enjoyed how controlled that was. Like, he didn't panic when he was getting shot at by someone else. And then he got the wide swing. He just very quietly just deals with it. Goes about his business. Waits for front tails to then flank. Get the other kill. It's simple out of HOTU. And that's a lovely round to be picking up because, again, money, very limited here for EAC. HOTU should just be able to win this one out. That's going to break the finances of EAC. And should be back to the regularly scheduled programming that HOTU were hoping for.
Well, they want a round similar to this to get there first. They've lost Nixon, and now Fessa will be punished. But get the trade, but they're just getting eaten alive in middle. AK's held on to. Free live. That feels a bit more comfortable.
At least the vibes are good.
Yeah. So expressive.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've never noticed it before, but again, I don't think I've actually watched HOTU much on LAN. The only time I've really watched them has been online events when they've been on boot camp together. But it's been so expressive out of front tails. It is awesome, and he's just found Fessor. That is a massive frag to be scooping up. As mentioned, money not in the greatest state of affairs here for EAC. And that Tech 9 rounds, that hit on towards A now feels like a distant memory. And sure, Becca's over here. But how on earth did you get that bomb out? Well, actually, maybe like this. They just smoke you off.
Oh, Becca's not going to walk B though. Moving towards red. He's waiting for a rotation to come back. But I feel like his timing's completely missed now, just because of the setup.
I'd say so. And at some point, because you haven't seen anything, you get very curious, and you got to be thinking, okay, well, where actually can they be? So that Frontal's already moved over just to hold elbow. Maybe you can catch Mizu. He is very low. Like that is definitely a possibility here. I'd love it if Becker played trigger discipline, but with 25 seconds, that gets difficult. And in fact, Mizu will be considered, but you know the kill's immediately going to be taken. That draws the attention back, but Davushka able to get the kill. Sen not able to follow through. It's a Davushka double, and it's HOTU back in control of this map.
Yeah, setup just prevented any sort of trigger discipline play, really. Because you don't want to step too close and get spotted in the periphery. Yes, you take their first time out. This is the first time I've had the full guns since they got caught up in the force buys.
I think the conversation to be had would be, let's actually fight for middle more as a unit rather than just a couple of players filtering through every now and then. It does feel like a lot of individual gunfights being taken right now by EAC. If they're a little bit more coordinated, if the trading just feels a little bit better, I think there's definitely opportunities in this. I'm just going to excuse this round because, let's be honest, like that's just an eco. Nothing really in this, but especially in gun rounds, like I really want to see them actually fighting for control together, especially when it comes towards middle, because otherwise you're not going to get out.
Looks like they're brewing for mid.
There we go.
Here comes the utility. Flashbang's good. Mizu full of stuff. So managed to get the control. KL's looking to try and get a player, and he does see a hint, but can't connect that shot. Too difficult. So he'll be forced to scramble back. There's still a lot of great ground gathered by EAC.
You gotta jump. Nice. Oh, but Frontal still hits the shot on Becker. The thing is that you've got room. You still fall back. I like this angle out of Mizu, but he's very isolated. It's one of those where he's still paranoid about Donut, and actually it's the double CT swing that's going to cost him his life. Fessor now holding for Norbert. You still got Davushka that you aren't quite ready for. Is he able to get the double? No, and that play is incredibly low as well. Fessor now looks back, strikes onto Frontales. It's the in-game leader of HOTU that tries to do it all. First kill belongs to him. Remember, the amber is incredibly low. There isn't a smoke, but at least there's a kit. But this walk, this should seal his fate. Amber should have this kill locked in, and he will. EAC able to get the job done after a smart take through middle.
Around from Amber there, just making sure that all of those frags came through onto the A scaling. They were considering that main position. The plant comes through, it's a fake out. There's a real chance there for Davushka to get both of them. But he was slow, he couldn't quite best that angle from Amber. So they got what they wanted. They got the mid space, they got the scaling off it. That round went exactly how EAC expected it to go.
Call me up, EAC. I got you. I know how we think. Big flashbang, second one. Mizu doesn't fully commit round the corner. I think that's going to be a bit detrimental. Norbert spams, never mind. Mizu will find Fessor. It's a full sense of security. Gives him that space. Nixon's been brought down incredibly low too. So this is a pseudo 5v3 for HOTU. And HOTU have been very good at immediately winning the next round after EAC post one. Momentum's been troublesome here for EAC on their choice.
Again, middle does have the space though. Mizu hears that ult fire off. The smoke's actually deployed to block main. That's not where any threat is coming from, but a boost up could be potent.
hand on the mouse,
They
Norbert. Come
are
on.
coming back towards B. Norbert blocks it again. Frontails is holding down ramp.
Bro's itching his nose before the cave smoke fades. Alright, let's see it. You got this lurk on. Is this molly going to be upsetting? No, it's not. In fact, it's missed, and that is a brilliant nade. Frontails has got all of the space, and now this lurk is going to be completely redundant. What a shame for EAC. The most crucial molly missed right when it matters most. Awesome out of Norbert. And HOTU, yet again, able to stem the bleeding, able to limit EAC to only 1 round win. Not consecutive rounds being found on their choice.
Yeah, just getting hampered out there. And no bomb plant in this one means no investment either. So this should be HOTU on to 7, winning out the half, the bare minimum. We haven't really seen any kind of set A or B plays.
No, that's true.
It's been mostly focused on middle, lane. And then just working out the end result after it.
Yeah, good shout. There hasn't really been just too many execs whatsoever. I mean, that's the closest we came to it just then. The molly missing is such a big deal. You just see it fade on the mini-map there as Frontails is just deleting players left and right. That molly lands, he's forced out into the open, you're probably guaranteed a trade. You might get your wish, Lucy. There's a lot of players out B.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't really going to be the effective round to do it, but hey, look, let's see what they can do. Got smoke molly. First round is Hero AK, it's being sent to search, and Norbert gets one, sees Nixon, and just about keeps him at bay. There's that AK. Doing some work, good kill, and you know what? If Fessor can catch up Mizu, that was the way into the round, but Mizu locked in. Sen, gonna charge into the bomb site, hope and pray to get this bomb down, and oh, never mind.
Oh, he's trying to get cutesy with it. He really wants this kill. I get the idea. Get the kill, run back to B. Nice shot onto Norbert. Is there a follow-through? No, there is, but not from Sen, but from KDO. 7-2 reaches the scoreline. It's starting to get painful now for EAC. God, you hear that high five? That's clean connection.
Reverberations are felt. We get Becca boosted. And we've got Festo with an opening pick. You know what? He's been doing some pretty good work in middle finding these.
That's nice from
Sen
Norbert.
gets one as well, and now they just scale in. Norbert, gets one, but Becker immediately decapitates Frontails. And Spam's not going to be on the money. Sen's planning for long. There is some money for the CTs, but not flourishing, and now you're losing everybody. This is the pace we wanted. It completely blindsides HOTU.
You asked for it, and it all comes off that contact in towards mid from Fessor. Fair play to him, wins out the fight on the Mac 10. That brings the cave player over in towards middle, but by that point it's too late. Just the immediate acceleration up towards the B ramp, ESC getting clean kills. Just what the doctor ordered, just in time. And if they can walk away with the majority of rounds in this first half, I'm not talking even, but 7-5, that's a far cry away from what it could have been. I think 7-5 would be a really favourable result for EAC if they're able to somehow manage it. What a flash and nade combo. However, it's difficult to get 7-5 where those are the nades and that's the resistance in cave.
Just begging for consecutive rounds. It's all you want, and it's just so hard to come by.
Please, HOTU.
Norbert's playing light out. Lights out, not light out.
Yeah, he kind of is light out because he's got like one black eye and the other one's like squinting. He's only on 30 HP, so it's fine. The lights are somewhat fading. Mizu will find Thessor, but then Amber will be able to trade. 4v2. This looks good for HOTU, especially because everyone is on this B bomb site. Oh well, it might not matter. It does matter. Front tails, what a sharp shot.
Missed the sitter, but the quick flick gets the job done. I was a little bit concerned for a second there, but trades were fast, and that is now 8. Guns back up for EAC. Yeah, success to that pace on B. I wouldn't mind them putting some tests on again. Norbert's been at a pain point, but if you can avoid him in cave, which is what they did last time, you can really find some good success.
Yeah, run up ramp. Or maybe just run to A, because the AWP's not going to be over there. No, he's going B again. So it's going to be this execute very early out of EAC. And this is nice because you are dodging Norbert, you are dodging the AWPer. But a big kill. And maybe you aren't dodging Norbert. He'll find Thessor. Davushka now lies in wait, hoping for an opportunity to strike, and he'll be giving it. Full blinded though, he needs to leave. And that smoke actually gives EAC quite a lot of space.
Over the top, Davushka gets plucked. It's not easy to deal with, but Mactan gets it done. Nixon steps in, keeps it at least a bit more contestable. A 2-on-3.
Oh no.
Oh, briefly, Becca gets caught in no man's land, and now Nixon into the 1-on-3. Nice kill. Quick, onto Norbert, but already KDO towards big boxing, forced into the AWP off that nade. So 9-3 is the half.
Norbert feels happier, which is good news. I think that they've played a much better game here. I think actually fundamentally it's probably the best HOTU have looked all day. I know that we've had 13 1s and 13 2s in there, but they didn't really need to do anything like that flashy. I think here they've been tested. They've had to really think about the game. They've not been sloppy. They've been able to really limit the economy. When it comes to the economic battle, the financial warfare between HOTU and EAC, HOTU have been in complete control of the finances from day one. And it's no surprise that Stake has got them as the overwhelming victors here on Ancient. I mean, 1.02, they are 9 rounds to the good. And if they win this pistol, they are just a hop, skip, and a jump away from taking their opponent's choice.
Yeah, maybe when they had lunch after the first game, it just made them sleepy. Now they've woken up. Had a slap to the face.
Maybe that was still an early game
out
for
of the
them.
round. It's going to be a split onto A. Back up. Trying to keep them at bay. Thessor as well. And this is a lot of CTs to deal with. I like this reposition from Thessor.
Me too.
Just falls back. Now you got to fight into Donut. Norbert gets one, but Gilberettis bringing out death. Front tails into the 1-on-4, and can you actually get past CT? It feels unlikely.
Right.
Nice fire. Not going to happen, my friend.
I don't know how you get out of this. All you hope is that someone overextends like this, but then the swing doesn't come in. So much better from EAC. And as you say, like, even though Thessor's reposition doesn't earn him a kill, I still really like it. I still think it's very intelligent, the way that he maneuvers himself towards back sight. Double donut works a treat as well for EAC. HOTU no bomb plant, no money. Should be an eco. They forced.
Alright. That can quickly open up the pathway. Boost though does well, and somehow Davushka gets away.
He's just like straight, like standing leg, just jumped straight in the air, and it was just fine. Nice flashbang, good protocol here from HOTU just to get Sen off the angle. And another one, just to be frustrating, but Becca will swing at the same time. This feels good. Another flashbang, and even more trades. 3 versus 3. You know where 2 of these players are if you're HOTU. Does that mean you have to commit up B? Well, I don't think so. Beautiful.
Lovely backstab. Amber comes through. Finishes the job for Spy. Started well with that boost, but lockdown in B lane keeps them at bay, and that's going to allow EAC to build into this map.
Scream so loud, need a Red Bull.
Yeah, we're looking at a 3-round game very shortly.
Yeah, this is nice. Starts to feel a little bit more contestable now. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Maybe hold your horses, because that was a devastating shot. There are still a few more Deagles in play as well here for HOTU. KDO. Oh, no. Has got another one. But as long as Becca holds, it'll be fine. And he will. 2 versus 3. I'm going to say it. Crisis averted. Apart from the B-bomb site, crisis averted. It was all fine in the end.
Yeah. All dealt with. Slight fright, but everything is ramped up. You get that 3-round game, but now the true test will be with these guns coming out.
No warp for front tails. Becca's got one, and Davushka hungry for a fight in middle. And well, he gets one, but he's not happy about it. Fully blinded. Mizu will at least trade. And HOTU need to reevaluate.
2 HP is basically relegated out of the round. He will just be lurking.
How?
Oh. Norbert gets a taste of his own medicine from those spams.
Oh.
They're going to get aggressive. Oh, it looked like it was being held for, still considered. In fact, front tails on the line. Flashbang catches him out. He was throwing utility. Release that swings there from Norbert, keeping it in this 3-on-3.
Why did he keep throwing the util? I'm not sure. Massive kill out of Becca. And I like the idea of the break on the smoke as well from Norbert, because that just gives KDO a little bit more room to maneuver. Becca, I think, has read this brilliantly. Although if he peeks on the angle, oh, he's surely a dead man. Somehow not. KDO now sees another player over at CT. And Norbert thinks, huh, maybe I do have a timing after all. 20 seconds left. Has to clear this right-hand side. And will the audio give it away? I think so. Yeah, beautiful. Sen looks back, provides appropriate cover. And now with 10 seconds left, this crossfire surely is going to be supreme. That's lovely out of EAC towards the end of that round.
Yeah, simple stuff. That's such a difficult angle to clear as well. If you're Norbert on that lurk, you feel like you want to try and catch up this rotation through your CT lane. If only that kill had come through on towards the AWP and CT, that would have completely changed that round. So, that orb surviving towards CT is the reason EAC win that.
They're fumbling.
Feels it.
Oh, he doesn't spam it. I thought Nixon was going to start spamming and he would have got a double kill. Sent. Had a little look. Wasn't able to hit the headshot. And for HOTU, it's back to B again. How many rounds have ended B? All of them, apart from the pistol?
Enough bodies here to deal with it. And that under pressure, and Mizu gets a double there.
Oh, they lined
How's
up.
that happened?
They lined up. No. Vessel tried to strafe in to help out Amber, and now the spam's very good as well onto Sen. And out of nothing, out of nowhere, this double kill surely is winning the round now for HOTU.
Well, let's Nixon get this fight. That allows the way back in, but low HP, and KDO hits a slammer. Nixon acknowledges you just got to pull back and hold onto your gun. Doesn't feel good, but neither does 18 HP in the 1v2. KDO's kill with the deagle ends up being a huge, huge one there. And I don't know, that's just so unlucky because Mizu, he couldn't see a thing through that smoke.
Hopefully we've got a replay of it. But yeah, look, KDO's kill wins the round. It's that double kill. That double kill just locks it in immediately. Mizu, I think, knew very little about it, but will take it all day long. That's 10. That's finally the breakthrough here for HOTU. And because of all the hard work they've done on that CT side, they are just 3 rounds away from taking EAC's choice of Ancient. Just don't want your money to break now. And it feels like their money could break, especially with this massive investment of the AWP here in round 18.
Yeah, Becca wants to get super aggressive and might have a chance on it. Yeah, great flick up. Amber's found one as well. The crunch comes in, and KDO, that's kind of crazy. Mizu got 2 frags at the same time. Just instantly dismantled middle, and, well, he's messed up his smoke. But now the bomb can come over. Is there a well for this?
Yes and no, because it really hinged on that. Davushka gets a beautiful one. Mizu then steps in. So now you put a lot of pressure on Becca. And I love this reposition out of Mizu. He's not overextending. The fact that Becca doesn't take the shot, that just allows them in. But that's the missed opportunity, and that's the kill out of Davushka. Another fake plant. He expects more pressure, and he's going to get it. That is beautiful out of Davushka and Mizu.
Phenomenal round from both, just the way they put that together. Davushka playing it perfectly at the end, as well as that kill out from elbow. With Mizu low, felt like that advantage needed to be found somewhere. Mizu just getting a double up in middle out of nowhere when this looks so good. This crunch plays out perfectly. Then KDO gets caught, and if you look at the kill feed and you see Mizu, he's found 2 frags just on his own.
That was out of nothing. That's a classic HOTU round where your individuals have bailed you out of a tight jam. And that's something actually that HOTU haven't really been relying on just throughout today. Finally, in the final best of 3, finally when you feel like they actually need something to happen, Mizu and Davushka, there's 2 players on the screen right there, they offer up a number of multi-kills just to keep HOTU afloat and also to break this money of EAC. The coach realizes it, the coach understands it, this is a horrible situation to be in. Oh, they're all in.
Vestas found the open out. Mizu out of the picture. KDO. Oh, that's ugly. That's really ugly. Chance to fight back. Davushka has enabled something,
oh
and as soon as the kills come through, it goes back the other way. Emma's making a desperate move down, but surely Frontails will remove him. Now he just get confirmation on this final player. Becca noted, and they can run towards A. It's a 1-on-2. It is possible.
Yeah, but Becca thinks that they're going to overcook it and go back to B. And that's exactly what EAC did in this round. That was the adjective I was going to use, but I just used it for HOTU. Overcook. You had all of the advantages. You had all of the players there. If you're EAC, and then suddenly you jump into HOTU one at a time. And unfortunately for them, that is the ultimate sacrifice. Becca has to save. He's had a brilliant game so far here on HOTU, but he has to save. HOTU hit 12, and with it comes 5 chances to close this map. And look at the economy when the bomb explodes. I do not think it's going to paint the prettiest of pictures here for EAC.
Well, 5 chances to close. It's really felt like this has been much more closely contended than this scoreline says.
That's valid.
A lot of these rounds where we're just in slither moments. Boost up for Frontail. It's Nixon that finds first blood in middle. KDO, you can't lose this fight 3 times in a row. You just be ready for it, please.
No. He doesn't want to be. I don't understand how he's not ready for it, though. Like, that he's died to it so many times, you would have thought that as an in-game leader, he would have learnt his lesson. He didn't. And now, for Norbert, he's on his own. Over towards Heaven. His teammates are looking to regroup with him. In towards mid. I don't mind this. Out of HOTU. Frontails has got full util as well, if he wants to take charge of Red Room. And he's now revealed to Nixon that he's there. Norbert, I think, has seen the up-down. Oh, he gets rid of the down bit, but not the up bit. And with 40 seconds left, this should be EAC keeping themselves up on top of Ancient and not 6 foot deep.
Yeah, you want to keep it relatively pain-free. You have a long road ahead. Can't afford too many casualties. Very passive setup here on B. Tails can drop a smoke down, lock off short. Well, that they can actually get this bomb down, maybe. See how good this coverage is. Frontails just jumps into the line, and Vushka takes one before he goes.
I thought I recognised Sen's name before. He used to play on Astralis Talent, and he also used to play on Wildcard Academy. So that's where Mr. Sen is from. I think he does good work in this round, alongside Becca. Money now swaps, interestingly enough, for HOTU, but it looks like they want to fight pretty proactively in towards B, but the nades have done a number onto Davushka. Can Sen see this? Oh, it's going to be very close. I can't. I know I've got bad eyes. Oh god, I'm squinting so hard. I don't see anyone.
Yeah, he gets more pixels than us though. You know, we've got a feed coming through the internet. He's got the live game. Probably hundreds of frames per second.
Good luck.
Anyway, they're in. And they're trying to just brute force it. It's smokes, it's flashes. Norbert's not seeing a damn thing until he sees 2 backs turned. But is it enough? Mizu keeps into the 2-on-2 with that frag out towards long. Bomb still needs to go down and it needs to be recovered. They're just going to pull the plug.
No way, you pull the plug and you go away.
He's just running. This is crazy. Even announces it. just pure confidence that he can get this bomb down.
What are you cooking, KDO? Oh, that, I suppose. Becca dealt with. You now know if you're Fessel, this is a 1v1 on site, and you got a kit. KDO needs to hightail it. The bomb's planted for Donut. Vessel just drops his incendiary. Oh, it's planted open. This is savage. KDO. Oh, you are a criminal mastermind. And you've been able to make HOTU stick the landing right at the end there of Ancient. That was devious. That was very devious from KDO, but he gets it right. And HOTU are able to close their opponent's map pick.
Yeah, does it make up for trying to brute force? Well, not actually just being caught off guard by that fight on ramp every round. I don't know. But either way, this is much better from HOTU. A bit more of what we expected from the favorites coming into this. They didn't show up versus G2 Ares, but it looks like that time between series allowed them to reset, and they're looking a whole lot more like their former selves here. That's a much better display from them.
Yeah, it was. And look, for EAC, I think they really had themselves in this game. I really felt like they were coming forward. I think Becca played brilliantly. Obviously, Fessor and Sen had their moments, but I was really impressed what we got out of Becca in particular. And that makes me happy because for an AWPer, we saw how good Frontails can be. But to go toe-to-toe with him, to basically top the server, I think is immaculate. I'm really glad that EAC didn't just roll over when they went down 9-3.
No, absolutely. They really started to stage that comeback, and I do think the scoreline doesn't quite tell the full tale because there were some very touch and go rounds there. Like you talk about that Mizu round with Devushka, the two of them basically pulled off a 2-on-4 at that point. You know, this could have been a whole lot more contestable. Unfortunately, not the reality we are in for EAC. HOTU now stood up one map in their series. Anubis coming up next. They have not dropped it, but sample size is small. Can EAC fight back? They have to. Backs against the wall. We'll find out after this.
Welcome back, everyone. It was HOTU that got it over the line just about against EAC, and I'm sure they're feeling happier about that. We now move to a Anubis, which feels like a little bit of a punish up against EAC, just because they do ban it out a fair bit when they can. Win rate's still good, and the stake odds certainly reflect that now for HOTU. 1.03 compared to EAC's 9.
Yeah, it's quite a stark contrast to when this series started. Obviously, a map in the back pocket of HOTU does make a big difference. And we got to hear from the manager of HOTU, Coach TP, on the sidelines with Anna.
Yeah, I'm here with Anna, the manager and stand-in coach of HOTU today. So are you enjoying your new job?
Yes, only for this tournament.
But you're doing very well. You won the first map. Earlier today, though, you lost some maps against G2 Ares, and I heard you got a call from your actual coach who put the players in their place. You were out there holding the phone and he was just talking, or what? What happened?
Because he worried about guys, and he helped for guys, and now it's okay.
So he gave them like instructions on what to do, yeah.
Yes, and I think they know their problems, yes. And he don't tell something new.
Not like advanced, but just the simple stuff they need to remember.
Yes.
And I saw you also before the game earlier today. Norbert, he said it was like morning game. I think maybe not, but you were doing like these gym things with like elastic and stuff. Is that something that's like your idea?
Yes, and we think that you can wake up here. Oh no, you can wake up physical, but not wake up mental. And when you do some exercise, it's very good for your mental.
So it's like a way to be ready for the game.
Yes, yes, but it was good for first game.
Yeah, you should have done it against G2 as well. Yeah.
Yes.
So did you do it before this game?
Thinking only this.
Okay, so it's only mental. Well, that's all we have here from Anna. I hope you will win the next map, and we'll see you further in the tournament. But thank you so much, and back to you guys.
Thank you very much. It's awesome to hear from the manager. Nice for Coach DP to have some words, and it's fun that the little background bits is like, yeah, look, I just saw you holding the phone. Like, what's going on there? But look, it makes sense, right? Like, it does make sense for the coach to be a little bit concerned, especially because let's be honest, HOTU definitely like not the underdogs in that game against G2 Ares. They played like favourites here on Ancient. Let's hope they can do the same on Anubis. Norbert's definitely happy.
Yeah, vibes are a whole lot better here in this series versus the one earlier, and yeah, I think they just needed to lock in a little bit, be reminded of who they are and their expectation. They definitely should be coming through and taking this one, going through into the playoffs. We'll see how Anubis plays out. As mentioned, this has come through kind of as a punish. 4 wins in a row for HOTU, but I think the most impressive win for them was over Aurora. That's a 13-9 victory. We watched that game ourselves. that's a crazy one to pick up, given how good Aurora are on the map.
Yeah, I agree. And look, that's a new look Aurora, but it's still the same core. Vessel, though, will just delete dual Berettas. Norbert sees Nixon, and he just deletes him. All right, thought about it for a moment. Frontales then jumps down in towards water. It's a chaotic pistol for EAC. After they were able to get the opening pick, they've now put it into the player disadvantage. Have HOTU. KDO sees Sen, and he just stands his ground, trying to win out this shot. He now knows that both of them have crossed in. Davushka steps forward. And now he's incredibly low as well. He's got to buy time. He's got to wait for Norbert.
Yeah, Sen's just not being given an easy fight here. Davushka just keeps teasing. We'll get caught out. Thing is, you have to go pick up this bomb, and that's where Norbert with the dual Berettas starts to appear. Sen looking for the fights, obviously the USP. Bit more favored at the long range, looking for that instant headshot, but not easy. Flashlight can get down, Norbert swings in, Sen is the one that greets him. Pistol round comes through, and it's EAC.
Oh, Davushka played it so well up until that second jiggle. If he didn't commit on that and he just tucked in, Norbert was around the corner, that was an easy 2v1. But Davushka oversteps just a little bit. And EAC will punish. Awesome clutch out of Sen. And of course, HOTU are going to force buy into it. They only lost with one player standing for EAC. And now basically all of them group up towards this B bomb site. Amber's got to go and get the bomb. But Norbert will move it into Con. He's the only one here.
Yeah, good luck, Norbert. It's not looking likely for you. But at least HOTU can then run it back into the next round. There's that confirmation, and that'll just be straight into the bomb site. Nice clean kill for Fessor. Got this lurk as well. Sen's kind of hanging out. Careful not to give up the AK. It's like the one gun you don't want them to take away from you, and they've got it.
And that's the AK. Don't need to peek more. And they won't. So that's nice. Out of EAC. Yeah, good movements in towards that B bomb site. Lovely catcher onto Norbert. It's always going to be expected when he's the solo player. Has to go looking for info. So Fessel's frag will extend the lead. And as you say, the fact that HOTU just keep 4 alive, they've still got all the armor, they've still got the pistols. This 5.7 can also be dropped to Norbert, or maybe the AK. It isn't a bad round, all things considered. Both teams will accept that. It's a firm handshake. And they look forward ahead to the next one.
Yeah, this round's slightly more threatening, just because you'll have the AK and FAMAS. 5.7 will be passed over. In fact, it's actually the AK that's passed over.
They'll run the
If
same
you do such a good job
setup.
with the 5.7, you'll hold on to it. Norbert, it's the same setup, and I feel like it's going to be the same outcome.
Oh, wow. Timing nearly punishes Norbert. It's just a spam. And this is nice. I actually really like this setup.
He's made it seem like there's more than one player there.
Yeah. Oh, Sen. He hasn't got the time in here. And now HOTU know they do. So it starts to get a little bit weird. Mizu, though, will not punish. Instead, it's a lot of damage. But into B. Ride, EAC, and Norbert on this cross isn't able to tap out any players.
They don't have a lot of space here. There's definitely still a threat in this round. They got the kit. gonna completely ignore Sen. So they're gonna group up. All the util rains through, and it's a wide swing. Flashbang. Oh no! It's a disaster, but Fessa, looking to recover things, can't make it the multi, and Sen, he's nowhere to be found.
They've got to get on the bomb.
They don't know it. They could just stick this bomb, and yeah, they will. Oh, the decision to take Dark has completely backfired.
Was that team flash? They threw 2 flashes in towards corner. I think one was a team flash, and it blinded EAC. There were so many players in there as well for HOTU. That is an absolute disaster. Yeah, team flash.
They just felt like they didn't have any post-plant space, so they wanted to take it, and, well, that backfires spectacularly. HOTU get a first in an unlikely fashion. You see, grouping towards top mid for the most part. Start to spread out, a bit more focusing towards canals. There is this Frontail's orb that's present in mid as well. Go for the boost up. Yeah, it feels like it's brewing. Well, one of you's got to go.
Come on. I like this. Frontail's taking the contact with the AWP. KDO then baited in, but that molly is now going to isolate KDO, and he knows it. He's got to look at 2 different angles, and he's only able to get 1 kill. Frontail's then naded back. Oh, and the timing not there for Amber. Nice try. Norbert follows through, then Frontail steps on the angle again. Is there a trade? No. Nixon can't handle it, and now it's all up to Sen once more, but this time it's a completely different situation. And it's Mizu who gets the final kill. That is HOTU getting back-to-back rounds.
Honestly, KDO just getting 1 there was enough anyway. He just slows them down, prevents that quick scaling. Frontails can step in, get his. There was a nice little timing out from Dark, but quickly covered. Don't know why they're all scrambling. I mean, I get why you'd start to rotate players off B towards mid, given that KDO fell, but they were both falling back, and that timing was almost hit, so very close call. But a breakthrough round that puts EAC onto pistols. In fact, it's Glocks, save for 1. And an attempt to feast for KDO. Does a lot of damage, but no kill found, and that's Spam that you never see getting a kill. Got a kill.
Through the wood on the bridge.
I'm happy to have seen that. That's the first time I've seen it.
Uh-oh. Should you be nervous? Well, potentially. Frontails misses a shot, but then who hits the second one? That was very, very expensive. And despite Davushka having 10k, that's still something you don't want to see happen here if you're HOTU.
Yeah, for a round that had no armor, had a P250, 4 Glocks. Yeah, it got way too costly. Especially because KDO does like 250 damage or something there. It's all fine. They actually are still pretty loaded.
That's the second time Fessel's caught out KDO on that peak, and look at the aggression in towards middle. Davushka able to find 1. But now you got this split on from main. Mizu, oh my goodness me. How has he stayed alive throughout all of that?
I don't think it matters. No, can walk this? Oh my god, I can't believe he's gotten away with that. How's he been allowed just to walk out through one of the 3 choke points in this map when you've got 5 players alive? 4 players alive.
Mizu's next to you, mate.
He's not past. And
wow,
he's taken out the set. Hello. There we go. Time's ticking. Nixon's low. Davushka.
He stuck it.
He's just sticking it right in front of him. Oh, he's called
no
the bluff.
Way.
I can't believe HOTU win this round.
No, me neither. Me neither. Neither could Davushka. That's unfortunate for Nixon, who thinks he's made the right play, but instead he is next to Mizu in the smoke on low HP, who then frags out his teammate. Norbert walks through a camera smoke. It's so much chaos, and yet it's somehow enough for HOTU to win the round because Davushka just sticks for 5 seconds. No wonder they need a timeout.
Mizu lives for that long and then gets another kill. Norbert's just allowed to walk out through the camera smoke.
It's ridiculous.
It's pure chaos. I think acknowledging that smoke was down on towards Broken, that was kind of what facilitated Norbert's push. Knowing that there's only going to be a fight on stairs. He doesn't have to worry about any other angle. And just the amount of utility that's put down the smokes, just creating so much chaos.
You'd argue that's 2 rounds that EAC should have won. And the reason why that's relevant is because now it's their money that's completely broken again. It's also their life that's on the line. Look at this from KDO. Oh, they're just taking liberties now, HOTU. He's going to catch them.
Now you need to stack that B-bomb site.
He's got them. He's got a double kill here, surely.
No, he's completely missed it because of the smoke. He should have pushed B, but I guess it's fine. And he'll catch out this trade, and oh my god, Fess has gotten all these kills, and it's a complete disaster.
Oh my gosh. Watch him
Chance
win
here
this
for Mizu.
somehow.
He's got the kit. He's got the kit, but how do you isolate where Nixon is? He's just tucked, revealed. That's all the information. Gonna reposition, look for the fight, and oh, last bullet from Mizu.
Come on!
Your style points. But a round that should never have gotten to that position.
And all I can hear is Norbert laughing again. There's no way they're getting away with this much, HOTU. Like, the stars are just aligning for them to win these rounds. Last bullet of the magazine, a headshot. Like, are you serious? But also, in the same breath, you can understand why that player is swung in at tempo. But at the end of the day, if your teammate's got a deagle and is on 1 HP, surely you just let him play. Oh, that's so rough for Nixon. That's back-to-back rounds. He feels like he's thrown the round away. Buyout again. Here for EAC. HOTU have got 5 rounds on the CT side of Anubis. And they're hoping for even more.
Tails gets his. Nixon trying to lurk deep. So we'll catch Mizu getting aggressive. Was that necessary in the 5-on-4?
Is this necessary in the 4-on-4? He's so ready for
You're
it.
the only one on this side of the map. He'll get his kill. But he needs to get out. Or just keep going. That also was an option.
It's over. That was so silly. Unless Norbert clutches this one. Do you know what? You just want to give him all the chances and the opportunity in the world because of how many times ESC have dropped the ball in rounds like this. 1v3, now turn 1v2, Becca low, Norbert says bring it on.
Why not? Becca fires off a shot, misses his mark as a smoke, and you know there's another player. He's not going to worry about it. Nade, that will undo him, and Norbert will go down. If there wasn't a HE, that was definitely a concern.
Not this time, Norbert. Not this time. It felt like that was the only way to win that round. And to be fair to him, it probably was in that moment. That was overpeak after overpeak after overpeak there from HOTU, specifically KDO. And the more I learn about him being an in-game leader, the more it kind of hurts my head, because there's so many little mistakes that he makes continuously that I feel like just cost his team. And that round was a perfect example of one of them. Mizu, that is... yeah, that's too hot, mate.
He's in trouble. See you later. Completely punished.
What are
Smoke
we
goes
doing?
down, but they're just going to go through. Where are they? That's all. It doesn't immediately. The break comes in. Now they start to make moves. Front tails. Can he keep them at bay? Nope. He needs to leave. Amber on this lurk. But he's still got the space in towards Heavens. Maybe there is a way into this round.
Not with that, Molly. You got to cut your losses now. You haven't got the money. Norbert's only on a 5-7. Davushka on an MP7. Yeah, you just got to leave. You keep the AWP. But a much better response is the round here for EAC. After being, you'd argue, gifted a round in the previous. They follow through this one brilliantly. Even Davushka getting dealt with. As long as you hold on to the AWP, you're fine.
In fact, Norbert's going to get himself an AK, so that's not so bad. 2k on everybody, though, means they're not going to be... I mean, they might invest it. It'd be risky. Maybe they just will. Where the rounds are. No, okay, so they're going to keep the money enough for next round.
That makes sense.
A chance for these rifles in order to get to work, but they need to find some sort of avenue to enable it.
This could be fun. Yeah, I like this.
Does it need to be boosted? I feel like you could have just stood in jail.
Let him feel useful. Davushka hasn't got anything apart from a pistol. He might as well be a footstool.
Yeah, I guess it's not an angle you're pre-aiming.
Oh, Molly doesn't affect Fessor. And that might make Davushka push. It definitely will. Nice headshot out of Fessor. Another swing. Hilariously, the rifle falls before the pistol. Fessor will find Norbert. Front tails, my friend, this one is round over. He'll give it a good go, though.
At least fight your way out with the AWP, or you're not going to have one into the next. Okay, we're going to go 5-5. Tell you what, on the maps that HOTU have been playing, it's been the CT sides that have been lockouts. So it's only a small sample of 4 maps that they dominated on. So part of this is going to be that they start on that CT side, right? It's been picked into. So obviously if they're only conceding single digits, it's going to make the stats a bit blown out, but 80.6% CT round win percentage.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy. That is blown out a bit by the Infinite game where they were up 11-1.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, that will be taken out of proportion a little bit. For EAC, their T side is where they do their best work. They struggle on CT quite a lot. 45% win rate. Again, though, small sample size. Played it a few days ago against the Trides. Were able to win there. That was with Nixon having a brilliant game. Buy back in again here for HOTU. You'd argue then, based on these blowouts, that you kind of need Maybe 1 or 2 more rounds here if you HOTU.
Bam.
No way.
Goes the way of Davushka. Don't know how KDO's gotten away with that. Turns out jumping is how you avoid bullets.
I've seen a lot of that this map, actually.
Yeah.
Vessel might feel like he's got a player low, which he has, just not Davushka. So Sen might be caught off guard by how high HP Davushka is. And I actually really love this out of KDO. Norbert will also take a swing and get a kill. Sen hoping to get that trade, and well, he does get it. KDO's fallen as well. Frontails falls through the smoke. How has this evolved into a 2-on-2? This is awesome, and then Norbert walks back through the smoke again. So it's all on Sen. 1v2, 20 seconds, has to go into B main to get the bomb. And Norbert's jiggle puts Mizu on the line. That is such a well-played round out of Norbert. So I can't deal with this laugh.
It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, he's such a nuisance, isn't he, the way he plays that. In and out of the smoke. Dropping the bomb too in that final bit. So 6 on the CT side. You see, giving them a fight. It's Frontails with the opener. Great pick on the Vessel.
That's the guy you want to remove as well. Vessel's been really providing a number of opening kills and at least a lot of significant damage. So getting him out the equation early feels good for HOTU. KDO alone in mid. Davushka is not solo on B. Norbert is there. He's just tucked right in the corner. That Misu nade didn't go where he was hoping for. But he now moves over. Becker should have a free fight. At least on one of these players. But Shadow spotted. KDO, oh, we'll collect both. You still don't know about Mizu. And now you're going to get a rude awakening. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. That's so well handled. That's so well played out of KDO.
Yeah, even just the end bit there, just dropping down the sound cue, just setting up that swing perfectly. Beautiful stuff from KDO. Secures a 7th, so they do win out the half. Looked a bit tentative there for a little bit. Like, there was some real dicey rounds. Especially when that 3 in a row came through, it really felt like there was going to be an EAC resurgence and maybe even winning out the half. HOTU recover the final 2. Stake odds, as you can see, with HOTU to take the map. Which of course would mean they take the series and eliminate EAC.
If you want to sign up with Stake, you can using the code PULSE35. If you deposit $20, you get a $5 reload every day for 7 days. As Norbert and Davushka will just delete players in towards middle. Sen can't hold on, neither can Fessor, and that should be the round over. Unless the President can get a free coat. It's going to be tricky. Kit not with him. Time neither, and that molly is only going to slow down his progress. Look at the boost as well. Mizu's on the box. It's going to be ridiculous. You're going to go around this corner. You're going to get the nastiest prize in the world. Yeah, of course. Why on earth would you ever expect Mizu up there?
That's such a rude setup. Alright, that was very explosive in towards middle. Just a big battle. They brawl through that, run them down, and don't slow down. 8-5 to ESC. Want to force the issue. I'll take their time with it. They are going to take the eco. There is a smoke out for Amber, a flash for Nixon. And they're just looking to pop out of B main, it would look. we go. There's that flash. No one on the other side. They're just gonna run. Who else is
Just a
running?
race. That is some bad news. And ironically, Mizu, who's the guy that's been stood still the entire time, I was going to say might be able to get some kills, but instead they reroute through middle themselves. Another smoke in at camera. This is horrible for EAC, but here's the realization. You're 9-5 down. Your CT side is not the best on Anubis. You need it to be, otherwise you get eliminated here from Stake Pulse Beat 1. And KDO, of course, is flanking them.
Mark 10. Ah, beautiful. KDO gets the final 2 kills, picks up the Galil. That is the ideal outcome to that round. So happy days. Divining gun round now coming out for EAC. And we've got Amber on the auto shotgun.
Alright. Go on, do it to him. No, I don't think you're going to be able
He's gonna
to
keep
do
pushing
that.
with it.
Alright, Sen, don't mind it. Very aggro. Norbert just going to walk. Sen.
He's so cheeky.
Oh, doesn't get away. In fact, he does for a minute. They're now going to redeploy themselves through middle. Got to be careful here if you're Nixon. They might just walk straight through
especially if
onto him.
it's timing. Okay, no, they're not. They're going to boost up instead. Interesting how little this boost becomes utilized these days. Okay, just give him an angel. We'll take that. Norbert. I was going to say, there's no way this works out for you, and it almost does for 2.
They're going to go B. Feels like they're just going to drop back down in towards the water and head this way. That means that the auto shotgun might actually get a double kill here. There you go.
Oh my god. Oh, anyone. You're getting yourself an AK. That felt quite convincing, to be honest. That was very individualistic from HOTU, and EAC were just able to pick them apart.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like you say that, it did feel very convincing. I mean, this one from Sen, good enough. Good trade. Onto Norbert. And then you got this double layer in towards Dark. They couldn't really do anything there, HOTU. But that's almost just like their fault. They almost felt like they didn't need to do anything. They certainly did. Look at this from Fessor. I respect this quite a lot. Flashbang, brilliant. Norbert able to get rid of Becker. But now you got to be careful about the flanks and Davushka. Oh, he's just stuck between a rock and a hard place. Is he able to get a frag? Not quite. But now Frontails is all the way in the back lines of his own spawn with a Glock. And that goes about as well as you'd expect. Maybe Norbert could lock this in.
If only gotten that frag, could have gotten really interesting. Then would have been a 2-on-2.
This could still get weird.
I think Norbert's going to get caught walking this. Yeah. And you're not going to expect Sen to be sitting back cake here. Surprise! 2 rounds in it.
I like the aggression. That's really nice. You do catch HOTU off guard. You're not expecting them to get aggressive, especially in a mic like that, in a round like that. As Becker moves his mic a little bit closer to his mouth. AWP for Frontails. Norbert only on the Mac 10. I'm surprised we're just seeing default after default and not just a punchier hit right now. At HOTU. Nixon has got so much space down in canals. But that is a ridiculous shot from Frontails.
It just punishes back his extension.
Look at him go!
KDO. Someone could just be sitting here and he would have put it into a 4-on-4.
How
Now, of
about
course,
a 5 on 3?
it's gonna look genius if he gets that kill. Never mind. Oh, well, there you go. You've thrown away your advantage.
It looks so good.
No, it was stupid.
B's open. And they are rotating to A. So all of that KDO push has confused EAC. And now the B-bomb site is just completely free.
Okay.
Double
Got
AWP.
2 AWPs.
Alright. Well, you need to plant first, Norbert. And he will.
2 ops in the post site. This kind of will work. Frontace will take the first contact. 2 players coming his way. 2 in from CT. Oh, we've seen one. And gets his kill. Now, he might not be ready for this delayed timing on the second. No, he's just watching CT. Smoke comes forward, blocking him off. That swing looked crazy, but it worked. And Amber gets a double. It's on the front tails. And he pushes out. Catches Amber off guard. Time's ticking. Time's not here. And front tails knows it. Oh, and even the swing. A beautiful sequence from front tails. And the double AWP post plant works out, but it's only 1 required.
In the weirdest way, it's actually so bad for EAC that they kill the players on site too quickly, because the delayed lurk felt so good onto front tails. I'm looking at that. They then kill both of the B planters, the B defenders on site. That makes him rush through the smoke and makes it really difficult for Sen. What a flick! What a moment for front tails. EAC has sent reeling after that one. That should have been theirs. That should have been their round, absolutely. Vessel now boosted. And that double kill. You can't recover this one, HOTU, surely. They have space in mid. I'm really worried about the space I've got in mid here, Lucy.
I don't know. Let's see. Looks like Becca's covering it off. Easy. Catch out Sen here. Flashbangs can come forward just to clear close. Sen is in towards A main and now drops his smoke. A is the play, but the problem is the AWP is here.
It all depends on the timing of
Very
this
loud.
push through.
Going
Brilliant.
ahead of the flash. Doesn't work out. And front tails will be backstabbed with the bomb. So sure, KDO has walked through, but that's going to be straight into Becca, who will easily deal with him. All 5 alive for EAC.
Yeah, really good round out of EAC. Love the fact that they don't really get undone by how much chaos HOTU are trying to put forward in that round. They're trying to be deliberately loud outside A to sell the idea of KDO walking through middle. They just don't get the kills, which is, you know, part of the problem. If they're able to find the A main player, then maybe there's something on, but you have got that walk through, good reaction out of EAC just to push the issue in towards Canal. 2-round game, all in for HOTU, and they've only got Tech 9s.
They're trying to overwhelm, but that has not gone to plan. All in. And all out for a moment. Alright, a couple of kills to the Tech 9s. Smoke. And Molotov. Gives us space.
No
KDO
way.
step forward and we're suddenly into a 2-on-2. KDO keeps taking space. Needs to be careful. There is going to be a push out from one of these avenues. Bomb to be planted. With the HVP in hand.
He's going to overextend this, isn't he?
On 5, and it's on to Devushka into the 1-on-1.
You can stick it.
Flame at his feet. And it's going to be stuck. It's going to be stuck right in front of him. Vushka doesn't believe it. And it's exactly how it played out in the first half. I mean, that one always felt like a long shot, but the fact that they get it into that position is crazy. Just can't close.
Of course he's going to stick it. You've been mollied off. He's always sticking that 100% of the time. Davushka just didn't believe it. Fair play, as you say, like they put that into such a favourable position when it really felt like they shouldn't have been able to. That isn't even a lot of money because they did force in around that. We're going to get an even game here. 10 will go 10. Unless something diabolical happens again with these Tech 9s. But I can't see it this time. It's the same setup.
That would have been the round that won them the game. Norbert can't get his timing. Something mopped up with ease.
Nice.
Fessler's having a great time. 3 kills in this round, 21 and 14. His current KD. Pass back up that easily, not this time. Clean. Yes, we are all tied up.
Yeah, game of CT sides right now. HOTU just need 30 seconds to sort themselves out. KDO doing a lot of the talking. Still yet to just see like an execute out of HOTU. It's just always been these walks in towards mid or in towards A. We've not seen just smokes B, smokes A. We saw a rush, but that was only with Tech 9s.
Becker has been living in this A-bomb site. They're very content with the setup they've got over here.
I mean, it's been working, to be fair to them. Like, they haven't had to change B yet. And now this is the first time I think we've seen him get really active. What a nade. Surely he gets rewarded with the opening kill. He does, and he's able to get out as well. Not quite. Mizu. Oh, we'll just double opener. Beckett and Sen removed. You know about another one. Mizu tries his best. But can't catch out Nixon. It's still this player advantage, though. Only one on B right now for EAC.
He's going to hold on to the AWP. That smoke's going to block. And they might look for answers elsewhere. Fessor. He has spin the turret. The brick wall you have to breach. Mizu. Yeah, that was not going to work out for you. That's a combination of 2 players. Surely, KDO, you can't just walk into angles like that.
He does. He's trade him. They can't do it. Davushka now put in a really difficult position. KDO might have just fumbled the HOTU bag again unless Davushka's able to clutch up.
Smoke picked up. He can block an angle. He's moving rapidly, and he's seeing one, but can't best Nixon, who comes through, and a fantastic double opener from Mizu after Becker gets that first kill, but then he gets a bit tricky with it, trying to break smokes and reveals his enemies when he's on 30 HP.
Yes, he does do that.
KDO walks just into dark without clearing. And it all feels a bit disjointed. The trade doesn't come until 2 kills later. Fessel's allowed to get a double. So not only did KDO just walk into there, but Norbert wasn't close enough to immediately trade, so when he goes, it's just another 1v1.
It's really poor. It's really
quite ugly.
poor. They're on the verge of collapse here. If it isn't already. It really feels destined to fail here for HOTU. The CT side looks so good. You then swap to the T side. And it just feels like they've lost all their structure. Like, surely not having your coach behind you doesn't make you play this poorly. It's really ugly. That's a great adjective you used. I think Fessel's been doing brilliantly. I've liked what we've got out of Sen too. But it's just, it's quite frankly, it's not good enough for a team that we expect to be cruising through these groups.
No, that's the situation, right? That's why it seems harsh.
It's fair.
Jumps quickly out. Fessel. Oh, he might be forced into the window and he'll just hold on. Eventually run down, but job's a good in. And now Nixon in towards water. Oh, me serious? He identified a gap.
No, it's been heard.
He was super loud. And they knew exactly what was happening.
Becca should be getting this frag as well. If not, it'll be Sen. Beautiful. And another Fessel Melty. Just a pile on the misery for HOTU. OT or bust now. And actually, you've got to be looking at it in a different light. EAC win this. HOTU are one map away from being eliminated here at the group stage as Stake Pulse beat 1.
Two chances to force us to cash. This one's a bit slower. Just taking the space. In under pressure. Frontal sees him push forward. That's been commed over. You see the spam, and Hideo just goes through the smoke. It doesn't make any sense, but at least Davushka's there to get that trade back.
Oh, missed shot. Becca. Oh no. He's given up the ghost on B. The bomb could be caught here. Frontales is still holding. That's risky. Yeah, because now he's just dropped the bomb. 30 seconds. Sen realizes it. And now you got to mad dash. Now you got to try and grab this bomb. Norbert's only on 15 HP. 20 seconds. This is now really dicey. Sen could just win this map on the spot. Drops a flashbang. Davushka chucks a nade. 10 seconds. He knows he just needs to live. Davushka needs to go in towards the same bomb site right now. Is there enough time? 5, 4. No, there's not. EAC are going to win it on time because Frontales will peak right in the open.
He just jumps out into the open. Absolute ludicrous stuff from HOTU in some of these rounds, but all credit due to EAC. They managed to grind it out, and on their opponent's map pick, they take it. Anubis goes their way. That means Cash now comes through as a decider. 3 maps, our first 3 mapper of the day. HOTU, that one's going to sting.
That one was very ugly for HOTU. It's got to be said. I think EAC played a cracking game, but how many rounds is KDO going to single-handedly give back over to EAC from daft pushes, not peaking, proper angles? Fessor, immaculate, really impressive with him. And look, we've got EAC, we've got their coach on the sidelines with our coach, DP.
Yeah, with a coach, that's pretty good. So just shortly, you guys had a crazy Anubis going on here. I watched the first couple of rounds. You had some horrible rounds to lose that could really, get inside your heads. How did you manage to shake it off?
Well, unfortunately, we don't get to hear from him. As soon as he started speaking, we just lost him. That's really unfortunate. But we got to see, obviously, the fruits of their labor. You know, they've had to grind through it, haven't they? Just like HOTU, but theirs was even more difficult run. Having to do it for the lower bracket, the elimination game, they brave it out. They get here and they have a chance to provide the greatest upset. Can they reverse sweep, eliminate HOTU? They'll have to do it on cash, and they'll have to do it after this.
A deciding map here between HOTU and EAC. Our favourites of the entire Group A are now one map away from potentially being eliminated.
Yeah, I mean, Stakeout's still with them to take the series. You know, they have been with them in every single match, every single map we've seen so far. HOTU have been the favourites in every matchup so far, and yet still, it's been difficulties for them. That Anubis, it came through from their pick, right? Felt like it should have been a punish, but they couldn't really get that second half going. That was a very flat T side. Fessel played out of his mind as well. Got to give him all the credit. The individuals really stepped up, but I feel like they didn't have to work super hard, and that a lot of moments were kind of gifted to them.
Yeah, there was a lot of like just walking into angles without really being cognizant of the fact that someone could be in there. It's a little bit of a shame, to be honest. But hey, that's that. We got a VT as well. We can roll before we get into this deciding map.
My name is David, nickname Norbert. I'm from HOTU and I'm from Russia. It was the end of the first season. We were thinking about what we will play for the next season, and we decided to play open qualifier for the stake. We won the first qualifier and we won, I would say, without any problems. I played GTA like every kid, I would say, and CS, on these two games only. My older brother was playing CS, and I was interested to play as well. He wanted to, but unfortunately he didn't become a pro player. He's just a casual faced player, and he's just watching my games and trying to help me somehow. And the second thing, when CS go out, I was watching Katowice Major. I was motivated so hard to play on the stage, and it will become bigger, maybe more events for, I hope, for tier 2, like LANs, not online, because I don't like online CS. Every time when someone asking me who do you want to play, I'm saying I don't care, because if you want to win the tournament, you need to win all teams that you are facing, so if you want to win, doesn't matter for us.
You do have to win every team that you face. That is critical here. HOTU have had mixed success today, and now going into the deciding map, Brandon, it's going to be Cash. This should feel okay for HOTU, given their recent success on the map, right? We saw them win out dominantly versus X-Clan. We've seen them play it against Astralis, against Heroic. However, I'm slightly concerned, especially with the way Anubis played out, and also the record for EAC on this map looks pretty decent.
Yeah, the record looks very good for EAC on Cash. They've been, I think, selecting it as and when that they can. I mean, this is actually the same pick percentage as HOTU, and I was going to come into this angle saying, look, HOTU have been first picking Cash an awful lot. So have EAC. Like, EAC are going to be feeling incredibly comfortable on it. They've only lost to Sashi, so like national competition. Every single time they played it internationally, they've had success. They beat Magic, as you said, on this map. That was actually, I think, one of the discussions we were having before the series even started. They took a map off Magic. It was Cash. It was overtime. And now you go into a Cash where everything is on the line. I feel like you're super happy with this as a decider if you're EAC.
I think we're really seeing in this series particular the ramifications of not having the coach here behind them.
Yes.
I think that really affected them on Anubis, and I think if the coach was here, we'd be sitting here with HOTU through to the next stage. But that makes a big difference. You know, you can see the pressure is getting to them in some of these moments. I think that's influenced some of those, like, what look quite silly mistakes, right? Pushing through the smokes and things like this. But it's because they don't have that steady hand just to like take those breathers, to kind of ground the players, to bring some of that strategic ideas. Because that's putting a lot of pressure on KDO when you're feeling the map is slipping away from you. You start to feel like you have to make those plays, and when that doesn't work out, it just spirals and gets worse and worse, you know? So I think that's affected them a lot here. I hope they can reset between the two maps, and maybe they do get another chance to speak to him on the phone or what have you, because they need that reset going into Cash.
They do, because when you take a look at the VRS implications of this as well, like this is massive for EAC. They win this, they jump 10 spots on VRS. They also, I think, more importantly, make it out of the group and eliminate HOTU. Like, that would be such a headline. That would get more eyes on this organisation. That would put more eyes towards Becker, towards Fessor, who have been playing incredibly well. And it's staggering to me, and I think it's just a testament to how good EAC have been throughout today, that we're having this conversation against a team like HOTU. A HOTU that, let's be honest, we had that conversation. We're like, okay, like, you should be destroying them. Like, you should be walking over this group. We saw it against X-Clan, and I was like, okay, that's par for the course. A loss against G2 Ares. G2 Ares played brilliantly. Here, EAC, I think, have played well in moments, but I now think the individual mistakes are really starting to creep up against HOTU.
I think the way that EAC played that CT side was just really rock solid too, right? Like, they were just expecting all the little moves that were coming out from HOTU, even when HOTU felt like they had timings, right? You think of KDO just charging through middle and getting into CT spawn, right? Criticized at the time because it kind of felt like that's, again, a moment that gives away around. And there's been a few of these situations where HOTU are expecting to catch EAC off guard, and it's not happening. We're going to have the knife round play out. There's that odds pop back up for the map and series. HOTU favored by stake to take it. But they're going to be on the T side, as it is EAC that win out the knife round. And that's going to make things a little bit trickier still, given that half a Counter-Strike we just saw.
Just need to select it, EAC, and then we can get going. You're right, yeah, look, I think that this T side for HOTU, the one thing that lacked, I think, a lot, especially on Anubis, was just the lack of executes. And you get that a lot. I think in Cash, you do get just a lot more executes out the gate. I was reading this interview that Neo did, the new coach of Astralis, and he was saying it's really interesting to see teams bringing out strats on Cash that we used to run 10 years ago. Like, we're still really... We're adopting Cash into the map pool, but I don't think there's been that creative flair. Skyboxes certainly help. Up and over goes HOTU. And it's going to be Mizu that gets the opening pick. A deep smoke got on towards Highway, but it's the players in the vents that you need to be worried about.
Yeah, what's the play here? They're kind of spread out. Now they're going to try and split up towards A. Norbert up into the heavens and dealt with by Becca. Swing out from KDO. Looks good, but Sen's come through with the double. Backside. Looking to pluck them. And Mizu's flank falls flat. You've seen Frontails try and get away. Full race towards B. Might be able to get past Vessel here. Yeah, missed shot. So Frontails on the bomb, hoping they're going to run at him, and now he's missed his chance to plant, but maybe he can just fight his way out. Great first kill. Do you want to give him this opportunity? Sen looks to do so, but it's not connecting easily. There's a secondary flank coming through. But in towards main, shows a little bit of skin. Frontails really trying to isolate these fights. This time the stick is for real. Bomb does go down. Frontails knows where both these players are. They start to just swarm, running him down, and the kill comes in, but up and over. Amber will secure it. Good damage done. But it's the pistol for EAC.
And if you're HOTU, you've got to be looking at that thinking, oh, look, we just went into a bomb site. I mean, Frontails did. But look at how much more effective that is. There was the kill over middle. You've got the double boost for HOTU, and then they just completely spread out. You've got a player that's trying to flank all the way through and towards CT. You've got a player that's trying to go in towards the vents. You've got players that are trying to scale up highway. There's so much going on in that round that you are overcooking and you're overcomplicating what needs to be done. You get the kill in towards middle, just pick your poison. Just go together as 5. You're going to trade out.
Surprised they don't force into this, given only one player lived and they got all these kills.
And
Frontails will have an AWP next round.
Could plant the bomb here.
Yeah, maybe.
She needs to get
actually.
by Sen.
That is achievable. Although Becca can help out from in on highway. Door? There it is. And well, sure it's not quite there from Sen, but now they will. Bomb. Desperately trying to be planted, and it's not going to happen.
At least that wasn't a knife kill, because you couldn't do that, because otherwise you would plant the bomb. So there's a very, 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 very small saving grace. But no bomb down, full eco, doesn't work out for HOTU. 2-0 to the good now at EAC. I'm going to hold my reservations. I've seen a lot of caches where one team just goes into a rip-roaring lead and then there is this equaliser. And as you say, Frontails has now got the SAWP. No one's home really. There's a player in at highway. There's a nice angle adoption here by Sen. And that smoke comes up at A main at the perfect moment.
Oh, and Katie opens the door and immediately gets a chest full of lead. It's going to be on these mid players to find something, Fessor. I think he's been noted. Smoked a little too deep.
Oh, that Molly's missed.
Almost reveals a bit too much, and he ends up getting punished.
Nice punish. Like, you know as soon as that Molly's missed, you got a chance there, Fessor. It's just about him leaving, which is going to be the tricky part. I don't think he really needs to. Oh, dear. That comm was just not there from Fessor. So now HOTU are going to take the space so over towards B. Bomb can go down. Norbert tries to deal with him. Can Mizu get this trade? Yes, he can. But in the 3-on-3, this player out heaven is everything. And Mizu, yet again, cannot get the trade. So it's up to him and it's up to KDO, who is 9 HP in this afterplant. You haven't got the most amount of util, though. That's the danger. If you're EAC, Mizu holding close, surely has an opportunity. They just jump on him. And KDO has now revealed himself. Nice first shot. Time ticking, but I think it's still going to be good here for EAC. There is a kit. Nixon should have it. And this retake will come in.
Yeah, well handled. Especially just quickly dealing with the player playing under heaven. I think he was heard by Sen, which is why they're ready and they focus on that first. Just isolating one fight. Just the drop down, Assassin Creed style. So bomb goes down in the first gun round for HOTU, but the post plant doesn't pay off, and that was with the man disadvantage from earlier. They're going to try out B with a group. Becca with the AWP has started here. This could get a bit scary for him. He's going to need Amber to really help him out, and Amber has done so.
Nice.
Beautiful stuff. Frontails are short. Drop that AWP, but that's all he's going to get from the round.
Yeah, really nice handle on that situation from Amber. Becca does well to live for as long as he does as well, because that means the Heaven player is going to have the maximum amount of time to bail him out. But this has started absolutely beautifully for EAC. Vessel with a lot of communication, a lot of responsibility in this team too. Everyone started this game off red hot, which I think is the best thing for EAC. That there are no weak links. And Norbert, well, he's going to be one of those weaker ones for HOTU. He's 0-5, as Amber will claim his life.
Good to see, I think, Becca in particular starting well. Didn't have the greatest time on the maps before this. He's been very solid, and he's hit an ankle shot, I guess. Amber gets his timing then. Becca's still present. Flashbang, fantastic. Can they isolate another fight? Remember, Amber's still here. Devushka comes back to consider it. And, oh, Frontails gets the kill. Sen reveals himself with the flank. Needs to be dealt with in a 1-on-2.
Yeah, this feels like a really good position for HOTU to get there first. Especially with all the utility now raining forward. You expect him to come through heaven because CT is smoked off. Frontails can just hold and miss the shot. That's not ideal, but it's okay because Division can swing at the same time. That takes pressure off the AWP. And HOTU able to go in towards B, able to trade out effectively. That's all I was asking for on Anubis, and we get it on Cash finally.
First round for HOTU. And it didn't start well either, so they did a great job recovering that. Fushka, hard entries. But yeah, this is a 3-on-5. Timeout from EAC. They drop one round, immediately take that moment.
Good timeout. And the reason why that's relevant is that that's actually just beneficial. Like we've already spoken about the coach discussion so many times for HOTU, but this is a really good opportunity to call that pause in. Been winning a bunch of rounds. Drop one. You don't want it to happen again. I've never seen that camera angle before, and I'm a big fan.
Good mid-scaling.
It's very fast, isn't it?
Okay, has got a lot of space. ESE, we're not really contesting mid. They've got A main control instead, and a bit in B main.
Norbert.
Norbert, he stepped in. This is scary to be clearing with the AWP.
I think it's you don't expect an AWP to go this deep round the corner. So KDO's position is good, but also depends largely on timing. Otherwise that happens. That's nice out of Becker, but Norbert wins out his fight instead. Lives on 1 HP. As this B bomb site is under lock and key. Yet again out of HOTU. That's beautiful out of Frontails and Mizu. And Sen and Becker have just got to run away and save.
They're just finding this B side a bit too easy, aren't they? Back-to-back rounds where they can just wander in. Frontails providing really critical kills. There was an attempt to quickly slow them down. You can see that push after the smoke flashbang comes over, but Frontails prepared for it. So 2 now come through for HOTU. And this one's done some serious damage because EAC, I don't think the finances will be really there. Becca can drop. But no, I think this is going to be a half buy around what they've got. So this is a good opportunity for HOTU.
Go B again. I think if you go B again right now, you break into that once more. You then set the conditioning that we think your B is vulnerable. We're going to take it. Then you can mix up the mid space. You can claim it. KDO goes around that corner when he doesn't need to at that stage in the round. But later on in the half, that'll be a very powerful position. I think this would be really good condition if they go back towards B here. We'll see.
Oh, that swing is fantastic. And they force completely into this, so getting the opening kill, that is hugely influential, and now Becca can be on the move.
What's the timing like? It's actually really good for Becca. He's going to be here just in time. The bomb's nowhere near. HOTU will slow things down. Great angle. Out of front tails, but the rifle support isn't really there. Becker has just locked himself in, and oh, front tails looked at the floor. I think he was looking at the molly to see what piece of utility he had in front of him. And Becker just swings. 4 versus 2. Now for EAC. That squeaky door open, I was going to say, has enabled the scaling, but instead it's the molly from HOTU that's forced KDO back. This is a nightmare, especially because Becker is just claiming every single kill. Davushka can't really do a whole lot here. He will try and flash forward. He will try and bait out the rifle peeker as well. And instead, he gets the entire roster of EAC swinging him. What a round out of Becker.
That's brilliant from Becker, right? Gets the opening pick, acknowledges, all right, we can now rotate and put the pressure on elsewhere, and just keeps picking them up. Front tails, that's a little unlucky. I think he was pinging it for his teammate. Obviously, like the middle click or whatever. Draws his crosshair down, and that's the exact timing Becker needed. 4 kills in the round. Beautiful stuff from the CT
I think
sniper.
you're right. Yeah, why else would he be doing that?
He's going fast towards middle. And he's found success off it. It's the opener onto Nixon. It was completely isolated. And he gets all that space freely.
Nice reposition here from the A main player. Sen going for actually a little bit of an adventure. It's one of my favourite angles on Cash to hold when you're deep A main, just in the corner. It's a really hard clear for your opponent. And it also gives space, and it just means that Becker can leave quite freely. Well-timed block smoke. Norbert, not punished. That's a crazy shot. There's one player still here in checkers, in Vessel. And you really hope that the AWP is the next one to take contact, but you need a clean kill. Norbert actually goes back to try and clear out Fessa. It doesn't quite work, but he surely is being dealt with right here, right now. And it's going to be a front tails wallbang to close. Sen can't do anything off the A main push, and Norbert, I think, just gets away with one there.
Yeah, Sen's got to save. The money doesn't support it. It's B-bomb site. They managed to get into it. Hammer's AWP shot just hitting the leg of front tails. If that's fatal, probably changes how that plays out significantly. Really would set up Vessor. And unfortunately, it doesn't play out that way. A lot of pressure for Becker in that moment. Crazy you can just save in Sunroom.
Yeah, that is pretty ridiculous. Norbert's just making plays now. Feels like he saw on Anubis that KDO was making a lot of crazy plays. So I think it's probably the nicest way to describe it. Norbert says, actually, I can probably do that and maybe a little bit better. His first 2 kills have come in back-to-back rounds where he's opened up this B-bomb site for his team. Frontal's been playing brilliantly. EAC starting to feel a little bit of pressure. Another pause called in by the coach. And as you said before, Lucy, the money isn't in the best state of affairs here now. So HOTU have got a really good chance to make this even, can stabilise this half from what was looking really out of control. Crazy kill.
Yeah, what do we got? 3 FAMAS, 2 M4s, utility missing. And AWP hunting. Oh, jump spotting. Been spotted. That smoke now lands and he'll be allowed to get out just about. Oh! Okay. That didn't look like a headshot, but there goes Norbert.
Yeah, taste your own medicine, Norbert. Crazy push out of Amber. Becker. Oh. Spotted? Okay, yes. Just about. By KDO. And then the highway split comes in. This is what I speak about, this mid pressure. Nice out of Davushka. Sen now has to try and fight, and oh well, He only does damage, no frag. This most certainly is a HOTU round. As Vessor on 36 HP cannot do an awful lot. A flashbang will come in. He's able to find Davushka with the Orpot on his angle. I feel like he's going to be ushered out of the round quite quickly. So 5-4 should then blend into 5-5.
Yeah, by all accounts it should do. That looked good for a start there when Amber gets that first kill, and you think, alright. They should be able to hold down this A bomb site. They've killed the B-Lurk, they can focus forward, but it's very messy. Just get a bit overwhelmed by the timings, for one, that highway push, which just completely caught them off guard. And that just put all the pressure on. It meant the player playing Toxic was then forced forward, trying to fight over a Molotov to a player that was just not giving him any sort of angle. It felt really difficult. So it's Fessa versus the world. Maybe you boost him up on B. Or you just push. Sure, the USP goes first here.
That would be logical. We'll see. I mean, no one's here. In actual fact, the USPs are just going to push. So it's pure contact. Norbert is able to get a kill. And I love that. Drag of the crosshair. Vessel will find his mark, but the A-bomb site is just completely open. This was always going to be a HOTU round. And Norbert's double, more than enough. Just to lock it in. So HOTU is staying alive.
Yeah, I'll tie us up. It's an okay trade-off for EAC. They get the M4 still in their hands, and they manage to walk away with an AK as well.
Feels like they need a round though.
Yeah. The problem is that they're really struggling actually defending these sites, right? Like, I feel like the whole sequence of rounds that has come has just been direct prongs at a bomb site, and then as soon as they get that opener, they just go. There's a B consistently, we're now seeing an A. They just need that kind of build up of rounds to get a feel for it all. We'll have the backup warp back out.
I feel like you wanted to go for a pick. There you go.
Get the chance. Oh, and he pops front tails from behind. It was a peek close that I thought was going to be his victim. That's a huge scalp to find.
What's nice here is previously when Becker got the AWP kill, he immediately ran all the way to A, and he recognises that HOTU know that. So this time he's staying. He's playing a little bit more passive, in towards CT. HOTU looks like they're lining up utility to fight for middle. Yes, a lot of util for mid. The double mollies, one going in towards vent, one pushing off the highway angle. Davushka takes all the space. And another follow-up molly to really hammer home that they want to go in towards mid. It's going to be mid to B, and that means that Becker is here.
Amber stepping forward. This is risky, but could really pay off. It depends how he approaches it. Break. Ah, that's the worst way it could have gone. And now Becker is forced off the line. This is now very tricky. That decision to walk into the smoke might cost them. Bomb allowed over. And I think you're just saving.
Yeah, you can't go for this. Yeah, that push really unravels things. I actually think they set the round up brilliantly up until that point, because Becca was over at B. They got exactly what they wanted from that situation. They wanted HOTU to re-walk back into the stack. They wanted them desperately to walk into this sniper. They thought that was going to be the win condition. And then with the amber push, I mean, fair play to HOTU, for Norbert especially, breaking open that smoke, giving Mizu the opportunity to grab that frag, but amber should never have been there.
Especially in a 5-on-4, right? Like, that felt unnecessary when you have that advantage already.
Oh, it was.
And now HOTU could just walk away with the majority of rounds. It's going to start A this time. And he might get this head-to-head again. Then he's crossed the door. And Molly right into his position. Oh, he's in trouble, but drops the smoke. Just give some room for Becca to play around. Might not be expecting him to be here, given Sen's presence.
There's a lot of players actually over towards A here. Meanwhile, Norbert's going on a little bit of a walk. Him and Davushka are looking to take B. There's that AWP sounding off. Amber, opportunity claimed. Onto Norbert. Davushka desperately needs this trade. Oh, and he'll hit it instantaneously. That's brilliant. He got ahead of the utility. Boost up as well. Feels brilliant, actually. Mizu will find Becca, but you're not going to be ready for the garage players. And that's going to be your downfall. That's the bomb dropped. And that is Nixon. Really putting a spanner in the works here for HOTU. Davushka thought he had all the space for his team, but instead they get gutted right down the middle. And now he needs to clutch up 1v3.
Well, he's been noted. Nixon's low. Nade, not doing too much to Fessor, and Nixon will complete his triple. So it is a tied half, thanks to the push coming through from middle. Timing on it is phenomenal. It really felt like they were getting picked apart in that moment. We have it 6-6. They quell the bleeding for a moment. Remember, this was a 4-0 start for EAC. So HOTU really found their way back into the half. Still anybody's game going into the second side, but Stake seems to think that it's HOTU's game.
I agree with Stake. I do agree with the odds here. I just think that HOTU has shown us enough on that T side where they've been able to rebound. Like, EAC could have put us beyond all reasonable doubt very early into this contest, but instead it is HOTU that found the resurgence. It's now HOTU that now find themselves on the CT side. And it's going to be tricky. Flashbang, though, is absolutely superb. But Norbert's bullets, even better. On for a triple. Davushka steps in. Nixon will remove. They know about the Heaven player. It's just whether they can uproot him. Davushka, oh, gets timed, but he doesn't get killed. That will allow space for this bomb to go down. Front tails over at Ven has now also been spotted. And Mizu's on the way. And his lurk timing is actually not bad. I like this idea from EAC too. They just want to fight. Take the space in towards CT. Davushka's jiggle. Brilliant. And now he's just going to run away. What's the bomb looking like? It's okay, but there isn't a kit. And now suddenly the CTs have swapped places with this T-side. Davushka trying to trade out, and now it's all onto front tails. And it's so awkward. Has Nixon done enough? I don't think so. The wires are going to be cut, and HOTU just about are going to get this pistol. Just kidding.
I didn't think they had it. I didn't think they had it. I was listening to the timer, and it didn't feel like the 10-second. It felt like it had already passed.
I really thought
just
he had
just about, by the skin of their teeth. He had the time until, yeah, it must have been a second.
Rough one. Good decision from EAC to push into CT. That wasted so much time for HOTU, who are now just on full eco. They dropped a load of nades in towards mid, but no one's home. EAC are just taking it out A. So this is now both pistols for EAC. Both conversions. If they get both gun rounds, HOTU are in a little bit of danger. I'm not writing them out completely, but it currently is not looking great.
Feels like they've been in danger all day outside of that opening series. Oh, they can't even hit the eco kill. Vessel steals it from them. Lovely nades. Full confidence against the pistols. Not much to be said there. Now we get the guns. ESC taking their timeouts. An advantage they can flex. That's a lot of Red Bulls.
It
When
is.
you're young, you can handle it.
Let me have a look at the sides for EAC. Oh, their T side has not been as good as their defense. But that, I feel like that's just cash in general, though. CT side very good here for HOTU. But I think that goes out the window in a game like this, especially with how deep it is as well. Third map. 1/2 left to Counter-Strike. Utility lacking for HOTU. At least they've got the AWP. But Davushka's about to get mollied.
Smoke down. A lot of utility thrown out into mid. Vessel wants the fight. There's a lot of bodies to deal with. Still gets his duel.
It's not bad.
Davushka removed. And they just want to go into A. It's a 2-2 setup from the CTs. They've got some space here, but the AWP lies in wait.
Good molly. Oh, brilliant molly. He's still able to get the kill. Mizu will fall in the meanwhile. Frontail's quick scopes onto Amber. Bomb site unlocked. 2 versus 2. Nixon incredibly low. At least he can scoop up that AWP, you feel. Oh, this retake's dicey. He just dropped all your utility, basically. KDO's only on 2 kills as he goes all the way around the world in towards Squeaky. That's going to be unexpected. From his position, what can he find? As Norbert tries to be incredibly loud. He tries to waste as much time as possible. KDO able to get the first, but look at the swivel. Doesn't matter. KDO able to get this double on the FAMAS. It's so important. He not only doubles in the round, he doubles his kills to give HOTU this 1-round deficit.
His bump must have just been sticking out too much at quad. He wasn't playing right next to the big box. Instead, he was sort of sitting deep, and that just allowed KDO to walk out and get a free kill. Real shame there, because I really felt like that round was coming together. It looked really good. Frontails does a fantastic job just to get these 2 kills. The one that Amber is outrageous. Really thought Becca was going to pull that off for a second. So HOTU get one. It's costly, but they get it. AWP retained. Becca has his as well. Looking for that fight. An aggressive A main. Nice break. But, it's
dear.
Becca. The best Frontails.
You don't know about Mizu, though. I think they know about Mizu, though. Nice shot out of Thessor. There will be a quick boost. KDO's going.
Does it
The
matter?
one site. Yeah, it does, potentially. KDO able to find one in the second. Was ready for Nixon. And now this buys time. This buys a lot of time for Norbert and Davushka to come over.
Oh, this is weird because they're running away and it's all being heard by Davushka.
And he got stopped. And Davushka's ready. Ready for the highway walk, but instead it's going
just go back
truck.
to A.
Yeah, surely you go back to A now.
Amber's just walked all the way through.
Oh, this is... Look at Davushka.
Oh, that's devious.
Oh, timing. It's still there for him. And now you know this last player most certainly is going towards this A bomb site. Alright, Nixon, good luck.
Well, you got the bomb down. And it's just 2 fan misses. No util, no kit either. And you see one go in towards C. Nixon wants to take the fight forward.
He saw both.
He's got information on both players. Stands his ground. Great first kill. He sees the shoulder. Nixon. Oh, you really thought he had that. Again, another one of these 1v2s that comes down to that final frag, but it's HOTU who ties up.
Tell you what a fantastic run out of Davushka, because not only does he push to deny that bomb, he then resets and holds for a CT push that does come in, and then he's able to get that necessary 1v1. That is fantastic. That is really well handled out of Davushka. He's been hot and cold since joining this team. I've been trying to defend him, and that's probably the best case of it. That's the best round probably in a HOTU jersey over the past week for Davushka.
Another forced investment. This one a whole lot weaker. Mac-9s and Mac-10s around this Galil. This one does that A again. Go 2 through squeak. Not quite blocked. Here they go. All right, opening kill. Mizu goes down.
Is there any follow through though? Oh, this bomb is taking ages to get over. That's the saving grace here for HOTU. Finally gets planted. Spam not connecting. Good follow through flashbangs and mollies. Then thrown as a rebuttal by EAC. That's going to push KDO forward. And Norbert. Flashbang over. Isn't affecting anyone. Fessor able to get another. KDO though. Only able to deal with one. Front tails this AWP. Now has to clutch up 1v3. And he realizes that there's just too many bodies. So he'll get out of there. Nixon can hear it. EAC. They'll breach this A bomb site as they have been doing all half long. But the difference is they hold on to it.
I think front tails is going to be okay. Losing this orb would be absolutely crushing. I think he's okay. You see, that's the round they wanted. 2 really close ones in a row. Where they miss out by a single frag. Now they break through. And it's the worst of buy to get it done. That's going to shatter HOTU's economy.
Oh, look at that.
Pistols, MP9.
And a chance for 11 for EAC. That's the ramifications should HOTU lose. And Davushka has been spammed out by Becker in mid. The one thing you forget to account for always, though, is that it could be Norbin time over towards B. And he's left the angle as soon as I said that. Never mind.
Sen had an AWP and now it's disappeared. I'm super confused about what happened then. He was holding like squeak hole with an AWP and now the AWP's gone. I'm losing my mind. Did I imagine it?
I maybe.
I must have imagined it.
I know Frontails had one. I didn't think Becker did because he got the spam.
Yeah, but it looked like Sen had it. I'm losing my mind. Anyway, I won't focus on it.
Good clear.
Sen gets the kill on Mizu.
There you go.
There's Norbert, but I mean, is there much to be done? It's on the front tails instead. Good position. Smoke, and he's just gonna charge through. Amber, bomb denied.
Big kill.
He's looking for more. Front tails, it's got to be his moment. He's got to be the hero. But up and over comes Sen. And he's seen a second, surely. In fact, that's confirmation on everybody. Becker provides the coverage, and it's all dealt with. EAC, this is their breakthrough.
Not only in the series, but also maybe in this tournament. HOTU are on their last legs. They have no money in this one. It's 10-8 to EAC. It's surely about to read 11. And if HOTU lose this cash, they are out of the tournament. They are out of the group. They've got no possible chance. Final timeout now being called in. No mistakes. No opportunity for error. This is where pressure reaches its highest. Can EAC do it? Can they knock HOTU out of this group stage?
Looking more and more possible. Lovely work from Sen in this round. It's the pistols. Norbert's got the most exciting weapon in the Desert Eagle. It's a shoe-in round. You take no chances. A flashbang forward, a good clear. Norbert's out of the picture.
They're playing so well, can I just say. I think EAC have got really good macro on this map. I'm really impressed with their T side so far. I've had limited to no notes. Really impressed how they squeeze the map, that they make HOTU just look in a direction and then suddenly it goes the other way. I think the A-bomb sites that have just been supreme when they've been executing over there. It's been really difficult, like really, really difficult half a Counter-Strike for HOTU. Spoke about them making mistakes, especially on Anubis. Here on Cash, I don't really think they've done a whole lot wrong. I just think they've been outplayed. Outcalled, most certainly.
That's an EAC playing with stand-in, right? Like, that's the other conversation. Fessar is really, really slotting perfectly into the squad, it feels. We saw his impact on Anubis, we're seeing it here as well. 3-round lead. 11-8, EAC. Can they really do it?
Their best chance is right now. We don't need to repeat the financial implications of HOTU. Just know that it's a mess. This gun round is going to dictate an awful lot for HOTU and the longevity of their series, their survivability. At State Pulse Beat 1, it rests on round 20. Limited util to provide the Frontails AWP. Surely, I was going to say, there's no way you walk this smoke.
Break for the peak. But no luck. And then here's that fall back, and it's a brilliant punish.
You heard the nade coming from deep as well, so you know you've got that opportunity. Boost up at Shroud for Mizu is going to be the unexpected fly in the ointment here. If they clear him, that's the guarantee. But instead, he just lets them go. He lets them walk out, but he looks back. Nixon considers it. Fessor can now walk up and scale through the site. Devushka pushing the smoke, trying to provide an opportunity. Instead, at Forklift Rise Amber. And I tell you what, you're out of there. You're out of there if you're HOTU. That's 12 for EAC, and that is 4 chances to progress out of the groups.
This T side has been absolutely phenomenal. This EAC run has been phenomenal. A reverse sweep coming to fruition. 4 chances to get it done. going to be great. There won't be an AWP here.
What clear. That entry path in was so clean out of EAC. The fact that Fessor takes all the space and the second player looks up just in case. And that enables the trade. Mizu was set for at least a triple, certainly a double. Instead, only limited to one. That smoke's way too shallow, or deeper, I should say. Good news is it scares EAC off enough where they don't really want to fight through it.
A very active mid setup here from HOTU. But EAC are taking their time with this one. They've had a lot of success in this A bomb site. Could go for a late boost now. This is just going to wait. Back up. Is he going to take a peek here? He's certainly clearing it. And yeah,
wow.
Simple stuff. Frontiers out of there. Then Fessor strikes. And it's 2 quick openers. And a 5-on-3 now for EAC. As they look to split onto B, it's just Norbert all alone.
It's such a clever call to go to B right now. Because what's been happening? A. Norbert tucked in the corner. Needs to be the X Factor cleared by Fessor, but Norbert is doing everything! What an insane triple kill to maybe keep HOTU in this. 2v2, up and over goes Mizu. And now it all rests on Nixon. Can he get rid of the Heaven player? Not quite. And instead he just takes a chunk of damage through this smoke. Bomb will be planted at a bare minimum. But this molly is going to eat him alive. Norbert will hold, and HOTU will stay afloat.
Yeah, what do you say? At any moment, Norbing time can happen. Norbert does it. The only way they could win that round was a Norbert masterclass, and it comes through. He keeps them in it for one more. It looks so good too. These openers were so clean. The Norbert's just ready for every fight. Becca hits the leg, which salt in the wound.
Oh. Seen. Timing shot taken. But not the collection of a kill. That breathes new life into HOTU, I tell you what. You know what EAC want to do. They really want to head back in towards A because that's always been the way back. That's always been the safety net. And if you want to do that, yeah, you're avoiding Norbert. That means you've got to get past the AWPer.
Yeah, Frontails is head and shoulders above his team. But you can maybe split onto it. You've got full mid space here. Oh, flashbang forward, and it's punished.
No.
Devushka and the AWP are here. It's a double from Frontails. Nade finishes the job onto Sen. Frontails is worried about this flank coming his way. Devushka as well. Becca just walks out. It's easy for Devushka to collect that one. And now Fessor, yeah, flank. Doesn't get anything done in. That's ridiculous. The spam and their random headshot. Halfway there for HOTU.
Don't think money's going to be great either for EAC. I'm trying to think back. They won so many rounds in a row, actually, it might be fine. Remember, all timeouts used as well for EAC. They will half buy. They've just got pistols. Fessor straight out in middle. And Mizu, oh, Won't quite deal with him. This boost doesn't either. And now Norbert's burning alive. Norbert doesn't understand what's going on. Fessor and Nixon, 2 quick kills.
There's a chance for another there. Bomb to be planted. Safely as well. Low HP on Mizu. He's given the AWP. There's utility to work with. And these players have such little. Son's got the rifle, but he's on 13 HP. He's also got a molly. There are smokes, so maybe that won't be a factor. Depends if one goes onto the bomb or not. No, in fact, it's going to be the block molly instead. They force through. Looks good. Flashbang is brilliant. Sent. He gets walked upon. They're overwhelming with the weapons, and it's all fine. A very good retake. They don't lose a body to get it done.
Yeah, really nice retake. I think if that molly's held for a little bit longer, they don't immediately burst through that. But because they have to extinguish the smoke, you then get this double layering immediately out of HOTU. And it is just wave after wave of aggression on that retake. Clean shots coming out from HOTU. After a scary opener to the round, after Norbert's fully blinded, Fessor gets a kill on a boosting player in Vent. We need all 24. And you know what? We might need even more.
Oh, it will sting for EAC. If Norbert's multi-kill is what cost them. It's not over yet.
Such a good hold. Like, such an unbelievable hold that comes in at that moment for Norbert.
They're having a tough time too. So a great couple of maps, especially that ancient.
Feels like a B fake with the AWP thrown into A main smokes. So what you're really hoping for here is that the B player gets the kills. Instead, actually, they're dropping the util in mid to get Fessor out. And then they're going to bring the bomb over to B. 3 players are here for HOTU. They've got the right reader, and KDO's in such a good spot.
Actually missed the vent molly, and KDO still dropped in. Yeah, this feels really good. Everything you could want if you're HOTU. But you still got to find the kills. Amber gets the opening. Front tails. Misses his shot. Smoke now lands. He's blocked off. What? He hit a leg through the wall. And Norbert, backside. Pressure upon him. Just trying to stay alive, calling for that supportive utility. Everybody's blind. There's Zabushka and front tails charging through. Tech 9 in hand. How is he alive? It's not for long. And it's a Glock in hand. But it's Zabushka from above with 2. And we go OT.
Yeah, what a flashbang. That flashbang blinded everyone, including Norbert, and the fact that Fessor just runs out of ammo, and he can't get an AK underneath his feet. Zabushka takes the fight. EAC can't believe it. And neither can I, to be honest. HOTU were down and out. They were on the verge of being eliminated. But Norbert's 3K, the difference. And now we need an extension of play.
And now this is where it gets very hard for EAC. This is a position they probably never found themselves in, eliminating one of the top seeds on day 1 of this event. They had 4 chances, it slipped. HOTU favored by State to take it. Given this run they're on, the momentum is with them, but the Bruce punished. Good patience.
Crazy that you just get KDO boosting immediately in OT. Mizu molly. A counter molly. It will be Zabushka to get the kill. And EAC are just going to accelerate. Norbert is in the power spot. Will they molly him? Will they consider him? Fessor will. Good molly. Wait, Norbert's ahead of it. And they just completely overlook him. Becker hits the shot, but that allows front tails in. Becker finds another. 2 versus 2. EAC still hoping for this T side that was looking so good. to actually profit. Amisu, 30 HP, is now on the lurk. Vessor looking at Vent, looking at the flank. Bomb could be committed. Vessor, timing. It's not there. It's not quite there, but the HP isn't either for Mizu. So Davushka now has to try and clear. And, well, that spam, they know exactly where he is. Becker locks it in with a triple. And EAC, that's the round you needed.
What a round from Becker. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Anticipating front tails, who has been so punishing on his rotates that AWP. Catches him off. Professor, it looked like that was going to be an unfavorable timing. Norbert almost completely undoes everything. It's all recovered. EAC, of course, after needing that one round. Couldn't find it in regulation. Get it here.
It's always the way. Becker has silently crept up to 25 kills, by the way. Fair play to him.
Server.
Him and
Vushka's been on the grind as well.
Yeah, true.
There was a moment where Frontails was on 19 and the next highest in the team was 10.
They've had their heroes. That Davushka triple kill, where he's holding for the CT creep. The Norbert free piece over at B. Now you got this boost in the vent. You got Davushka holding highways. There's a boost up in towards mid for EAC, but it's to look over the garage smoke rather than going over the top of the boost. 45 seconds. There's this mid control. There's the molly that will push KDO back. And there's a flash that allows Fessel to go.
And there's the opening kill they're looking for. It's just his AWP. That's all it is. Front tails against the wild. First kill is his. He knows Fessel's coming his way, but the molly is so upsetting, but he's maybe used enough time. There's Fessel. Can't make the double. Davushka. A second fiddle. Keeping it interesting. Bomb being planted. Player advantage for HOTU in the backstab. Surely locks it in. Nixon 1-on-3. Cowering at truck. Forklift. Now he goes up and over. Bomb tapped, but not committed. Waiting for that reveal. There it is. And now surely this is done and dusted.
Nice try though. But also what I really like there from HOTU is that no one overextends, no one gives him that 1v1. They just take their time. You get a little jiggle and then a further commitment on the other side of the map. And you guarantee that you're going to get that fight. Well handled, really well handled from HOTU. They equalize things again. As EAC have now got to go back to the drawing board because their safe haven of this A bomb site is not working for them anymore.
Not sure what the number you're looking for here is.
16. You need two. You need two on C2. The T side's been good from both teams, and I feel like for the momentum of EAC, they need two.
Frontails again, ready to go. Different position adopted by him, and yeah, he feels a little uncomfortable on it. He's got to worry about middle as well. This is a heavy lean towards B. You got to clear him easy. Ooh, it's a bit half, but they'll get it done. And now the pop comes out. Frontails, familiar position for him, eats the flashbang. He's holding his ground, holding his nerve, and holding his line, but only for the one. Trey comes in, 4-on-3. Now it's KDO's turn. Davushka actually finding that frag, and then Amber too. They overwhelm. Vessel gets one back. That smoke creating some concern, but now it's just KDO left. He's going to walk through the smoke. Trying to make the play. Has it been read? It has. But time, 10 seconds. The nade. He's on 20 HP. Becca just needs to hit the shot. Or plant the bomb. There's no way. Is he actually going to get the bomb down? No, he gets off it.
Oh my gosh.
And KDO wins the clutch, playing around the smoke.
He does it. It comes full circle, doesn't it? You feel like he gave away Anubis by making that smoke push play round after round. And here he does it on Cash, where the pressure is at its absolute maximum. Vessel's ready for it, but he can't win out the fight because yet again, he's run out of ammo and has to go onto the sidearm. Craziness that the in-game leader wins that round for HOTU. And they walk away with 2 on that CT side. And EAC have got to rebuild, and they've got to do it again and again and again.
Looking towards mid, HOTU. He's looking for this fight. Double AWP employed, so 1 on each bomb site. Mizu. He's hearing Vessel. And holding for him, but it's still a tricky angle. And
wow.
Vessel! That's remarkable. What a fantastic swivel.
He's not done. He's even ready for Davushka. Smart angle. Good clear out Davushka. And now he's just going to go. Sprints it in at heaven, just not ready for Amber. Good trade out of Norbert, and then he follows through on Becca. HOTU bring it back into even numbers. And Norbert's not finished. Not satisfied. Already pushes the issue. Sen needs to clear. Instead, they both go heaven. And I love that smoke out of front tails. Because that means that Norbert can walk. He knows they're both in heaven. Norbert is right behind them. And he bides his time. He's looking to play trigger discipline as well. First kill belongs to him. Sen now drops in towards the site. Has a 1v1 right now with this AWPer, but it's Norbert that hits the headshot. And it's the experience that pays through again for HOTU. And they now have 2 chances to break the hearts of EAC.
Oh, it's another 3 on 5. How many is that? And in fact, the 2 critical 3v5s in this map have been ended by Norbert with a multi. It's unbelievable. What a painful situation for EAC. And this is the concern with overtime. This is where the experience steps through. This is where the nerves begin to build.
It was 12-8. It was 12-8 for EAC. They had so many chances to close this series. But you're right, it's that experience that prevails. And it now feels devastating, but you got to dig deep again. Been down already in this series, EAC. You need to find some retribution. And how horrible would this be? The most successful bomb site for EAC has been A, all cash long. And KDO calls his troops to try and end it here. Missed shot.
Great kills from Sen. Another double. Fessor in the flames. Still takes a life and is eventually flushed out, but now it's just front tails left. Not done quite yet. You see with an easy lockdown on A. They have a chance to send us double OT.
Can't believe that the player that gets the door swung open on him, I think it was Fessor, just lives. Missed shot. A jump up it in the air for Fessor. The AWP goes completely wayward. Sen steps in then and destroys it in that crossfire. What's the call, KDO? What's the decision? Fast. Out of front tails. Flashbang forward, but smoke obscures vision. It's a retake setup on this A bomb site. Flashbang forward. It's sent. This doesn't have to be the commitment out of HOTU, but they're certainly painting it up to look like it is.
Okay, Mizu just kind of goes out and dies though. I don't know. It kind of was a commit. It was a really weird one. What's to be the play here?
I don't think they know. It is the biggest thing. Look at the minimap. There's just consistent confusion. And now you're going to get Norbert trying to take a timing. HOTU are just going to regroup with him. Final destination. That's been established. It's this B bomb site. But that means you need to get by the AWPer that's been killing you all game long. That means you also need to get by Amber, who's had this resurgence in OT. Missed shot out of Becca. Amber, now known. Are there any counter flashbangs? Is there any counter utility? Right here for EAC. No, but there's loads for HOTU. As Amber is now isolated. Front tails with an AWP. He's just able to get rid of Fessa as he pushes in towards middle. Heaven play is made. Amber then steps back in. It's so chaotic on this bomb site, but every single kill is going in favour of EAC. And with 15 seconds left, Front tails can't do a damn thing. And they get to hold on. And they get to extend us into more play.
They managed to do it. A locked out the round before. This time they managed to keep them at bay, get themselves the advantage. And in B, I mean, Amber, what a fantastic hold, right? Top C incendiary. Becca misses the shot, but then that smoke that's dropped just causes so much confusion. Gives so much space for him just to live, to play around, to delay, to enable those reinforcements. Double OT. The slate resets.
Massive fight already. Look at this. Fessa just runs at Norbert. See you later, mate. No more heroics for you, pal. As Becca then catches Mizu, who's just walked up highway with KDO. I mean, the timing was quite good. They don't know about KDO, which is the weird part. But Becca is still holding because he doesn't need to hold anything else since Sen's got A main. Front tails is going to now have to try and clear all of this. Alongside Devushka. Shoulder spotted, but the kill's collected. Oh, and a dink. That allows KDO to move in off that timing because Becca, you know, is going to be just locked in. And KDO, oh! He's now going to have supreme timing on Nixon. Becca is stuck. Becca trapped. Has to get the kill. How about that? On towards KDO, but the molly is forcing him right into this open bomb way. Front tails, 1v2. But surely the nade is going to do enough. He's just stuck in quad. Is there a molly here? Is there anything to disrupt? No, instead it's a flashbang forward. It's a swing out of both of these players. Vessel will get the kill. Crisis averted for EAC. They hold on for one more.
Get round from Becca. And for Vessel too. The aggressive angle to get the opening kill. It's now a really nice run of CT rounds in a row. The KDO finds a pretty cheeky timing. Could have been a real problem if he'd been able to get a second kill. It's looking a bit more direct towards me.
Fair. That's something that's been lacking here for HOTU just in this series. Just directness. Vessel, Amber. Here to try and defend. That molly not working. That flashbang a little bit more effective, but HOTU are ready to pounce. How's this boost?
Looks good. Great angle forward, and he sprays down for two. Bessie gets what he wants. What can Amber deliver? Reinforcements
this.
on their way. Flashbang comes over and he swings out. Amber can't quite make it through, but he puts the pressure on. And then in from heaven, Nixon does so much damage to Bushka, limping in the back of sight. The bomb's running away. Frontails is on his butt.
Okay.
It's left to Bushka, and he's just going to go plant on A.
Yeah, see you later, mate.
Maybe
I
he can get out.
respect it, honestly.
Oh
This is
my
a
god, that's
wild
so
open
insane.
plant. It's cool though because it means that Frontails can go back. And instead, just fight. Missed opportunity. Sen should be able to get the drop on. But now look at Davushka. He's able to make this a 1v1. And this open plant maybe is everything. But Sen is just going to stick it right in the smoke. Davushka's got one chance at this spam. Actually, it's just too late. Beautiful from Sen. Knows exactly what he needs to do in that moment. And now they get loud.
Fantastic hold on B. Fessop, 31 kills now. Locks that down from the boost. You make it flawless on the CT side, you feel like you've got this in the bag. And maybe heartbreak can be avoided today. What a roller coaster this has been. This has just been an absolute day for HOTU.
One that they want to forget quite quickly, I imagine.
Especially if they lose it.
This is wild. EAC, can they make it a clean sweep? Can they make it 18 rounds? Giving themselves 3 opportunities to still eliminate HOTU. That Stake Pulse beat. Vesser mollied off. He's got a secondary AWP. And he still wants to fight. And he'll still be given the kill. Beautiful angle adoption. Flashbang forward. That space just to get him out. Although, he kind of just wants to keep on going. Norbert dead next. Vessel just keeps on fighting. And he says, and he goads them. Come on, jump over this boost. Have a look over the smoke. Guess what? You just get smoked off again. Mizu has been a terrible, terrible map of cash for him. He's completely alone, and he might be literally in a minute. Because Vessel is still fighting forward. And he's letting this player just walk into sight. This is so
Yeah, he's
wild.
ignoring it. Frontails just hanging out. I guess it's covered. Mizu, has he got a timing? Okay, Fessel's found another. Bekasop, does it have a chance? Amber gets the kill, and that's the bomb drop. This is going to be a flawless half for EAC in OT2. As the AWPs rain down hell, Fessor rains down hell, and now they have 3 chances on the T side to eliminate HOTU.
Fair play. Like, fair play. Fessor holds his nerve in probably the most important round of the entire series. The fact that he flashes to get himself out, but then he stays rooted. He even lets a player go on the bomb site, for goodness sake. Able to get that third. Body language, expressions, no more laughing matters here for HOTU. As they now need to win flawlessly on this defense. And that's not even to close the map. That's just for more rounds.
Becca doesn't quite see anything as that boost happens. KDO gets him into the vents. Molly will immediately force him back, although doesn't go deep enough. Doesn't really get into the vent.
They've got more mollies that can do that, being thrown in from mid, you imagine. I know one's going to go deep in the corner. Okay, so no one in towards the vent. So KDO's chilling. Oh, and they think that molly went in the vent.
Yeah.
Yeah, sitting duck Fessor.
Counter smoke comes down to good time too, can't punish, and now you're just gonna have to group up. And I think main is locked off, right? Yeah, look at Mizu. He's just sitting behind this smoke, and the look away as it fades. Sen.
That's horrible.
Oh no.
And you got KDO in garage.
Smokes. Oh, they're in the back lines. Mizu now jiggling. He's got that support. KDO's just slowly but surely prowling. Trey comes in, still a second player to deal with, and a
KDO.
third. Here comes KDO. Becca gone, and Vushka deals with Bessop. That was pretty straightforward.
So 4 rounds in a row, we're now won on this CT side by both teams. That's a tough one for EAC because they really thought they had leverage in towards the vent. Didn't happen. As you say, that smoke timing is just horrendous. Can HOTU do this? 1/3 done. 2 rounds to go. Really fast play out A. And that's giving space for mid. Look at KDO. He's still holding the smoke and gets a frag. Fessel will get the trade. And meanwhile, out A, Sen has now dealt with Mizu. Player advantage. What's the call for EAC?
He'll do it to Vushka. And he finds his timing. Sen just caught looking everywhere.
That's beautiful.
I felt like they were just awkwardly caught as to what they wanted to do. Amber didn't throw the molly that was in his hand. They're all separated. Fessel's got the timing. Frontail's back turned, but he's going to get around the corner. He gets towards CT, and now the timing's gone. The fight lost.
No shot.
You got to walk through the smokes. You got to walk through the smokes straight into the scope. Oh no, Frontails with the multi. It's not going to happen again, is it?
It might. It might. They get so many clean openers there and they just throw away the round completely. 18-15 to a potential 18-18. Oh, EAC, they just can't close. They just can't close the game.
They've had so many opportunities to close this. It is outrageous. I know you got a Tech 9. And you got a last-ditch effort onto this A-bomb site. Frontails here with the AWP. Mizu in highway. Vushka not far away. Flashbang is good, but Frontails, we know what he can do under pressure. But then immediately start to scale. Oh, Nixon's gone. Smoke, a nuisance. They can't find this entry. They can't find the way in. Over the top, is this the way? Sen offers one up. Frontails, how is he alive?
I don't know.
He's still in this corner. Okay, he's eventually dealt with. Could this be it? They've got Fessa on the lurk. A 3-on-2. This fight's everything. Fessel wins it. It's KDO and he falls. EAC eliminate HOTU. One of the favorites here at Stake Pulse. And they can feel it. It took everything in EAC's power, but they get it done. Double OT and an absolute upset.
The wackiest game of cash you will probably see at this event. HOTU can't quite believe it. They arrive here without their coach, and now they leave here without entering the playoffs. That is really heartbreaking for them. Definitely a favourite in this tournament, the favourite in the group by far. Knocked down a peg by G2 Ares, and then cut down to size by EAC, who will take the next playoff spot alongside G2 Ares. Incredible work from them. But for HOTU, they've really got to take some time just to reset, because that is a very, very, very tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, I think that's just a real combination of multiple factors, right? Like, it's a long travel into a pretty intense schedule, right? The fact that they dropped that series versus G2 Ares, I think that was a real killer, because it made such a long day for them. And obviously not having the coach here, a big factor in it. Just so many reasons, right? I think this could have been 2-0 if the coach was here. I think Anubis would have been theirs if they had that support network that they normally have by their side. They didn't, and unfortunately, it's for them. They can't get it over the line. But hey, let's face about EAC. This is a huge upset run for them. What a victory for them, right? They got knocked down immediately by G2 Ares, had to do the underdog run through the elimination games, back-to-back best of threes, where they faced elimination in each, and now here they are in the playoffs. It's an incredible storyline for this roster.
Yeah, the Orc played brilliantly as well. Rebecca was brilliant. I think Fessel had just an immaculate